I just wanted us all to enjoy a feeling good 10-hour version. Ah. Aren't we all feeling good now? A good way to decompress. Howdy y'all. Hello, Fanatic. Fan. I'll try and get used to calling you Fan. Hello, Fan. Promotion? Now, what is this? Excuse me, hold on. Woohoo! Full disclosure, I've never seen an episode of The Owl House. Oh, but it looks good. Thank you, fan. Alright, I have to look at fan art? Gmail, huh? Look, we all gotta use it every now and again. Girls only party. Man, I wish I played Persona. Unfortunately, I'm able to talk to people in the real world, so I don't need portable friends. I like the choker. Okay, what is this hand she's holding? The email doxing? I'm pretty sure anybody can see my emails ever. Like, well, not my emails, but like know where my Gmail is. You guys can email me if you need to. You don't wish TBS? Dude, it's sad the amount of hours we put into it. I mean, fair. Okay, what's this hand over here? That's what I want to know. What's going on up here? Because, like, there's... Oh, fuck. I could not see that it was simply Blonde's hand. They're holding Andrew. Okay, got it. No, I did not understand that that was her hand. I thought this blue-haired girl just had 3 hands. I got it right. Girls only party. I mean, it seems like porn. I'm not going to lie. If I saw this with no context, like, alright, this is just some, like, weirdo's fucking dojin that's absolutely going to be porn by chapter, I'll say 35. I'll give them credit. Not all fanbooks are porn? You say that. That doesn't make me believe you. I can see why. Hey, I read that dojin. This is very many years old. Interesting. I wonder if it's still going. Time between Christmas Eve where you can have a girls' night or date one of the boys from Feminist. Oh, okay. I would do girls' night personally. You know, I feel like there's a lot of things that people might miss about, like, Persona 5 Royal. Like, with the main character Joker, you know? I feel like there's a lot of times, and you can't notice it unless you're thinking about it, but, like, he's literally me. And I feel like that often goes unnoticed. Well, thank you for the fan art, Witch Queen. I appreciate it. The Joker is in Persona? Exactly. Don't offend Joker like that. Persona... Joker. It's this guy. Look at him. He's the Joker, baby. What a weirdo. I don't know why. Anytime I've seen this character, I have a, like, huge feeling that he is an incel. Now, I could be just, or like a 4chan, like, crazy man. And I don't know why, but I feel like someone just made it out to be that, and I never questioned it. It's like, oh yeah, no, Joker is like major incel vibes. I'm like, yeah, I can see it. Wait, everybody knows that, but don't know it's from a couple people from TikTok? Oh, I see. The Joker baby thing? Oh, well. I thought you were talking about the incel thing. I think I know the TikToks that you're talking about. It's like a crazy dude. Okay, hold on. I'm the Joker, baby. Here it is. My Joker performance. Hold on.
Wanna know how I got these scars? Well, I'm the Joker, baby.
Oh, it's so good. He's the Joker. Hold on.
Well, I'm the Joker, baby.
Why does he sound so young? This literally looks like high school. This is my act on the Joker from 2009. I hope you like it. Will put a smile on my face. Ugh.
Hello, beautiful.
Me, but when I'm the Joker. Shut up.
Boy, you are beautiful. Oh, you look nervous.
Stab her in the neck.
Gambles with sharks!
Gambles with sharks. Oh, it's so good. I fucking love my Joker performance. Wait. Yeah, you're right. It is about time for me to play more number game. All right, thanks. Me. This is how I know it? Okay, hold on. God damn it. On my Joker performance for high school. You know I have to copy and paste this, right?
Why? I'm the Joker, baby. Why so serious? Whatever doesn't kill you. Yahoo!
Not the Joker bathroom music. No, hold on. Joker bathroom dance. Me when I'm the Joker, baby. Genuinely, why so serious? I can't hear this song anymore after this. It's just this now. Why so poggers? Why so weird, champ? Gosh, this is literally so me. I only have a short stack of cringing for people. Please, let's just play. Well, why are you cringing at people? Just because they want to be the Joker. These people have grown up to lead very happy lives. I wish I went and saw this movie. I thought it looked actually like decently made. Never fucking got around to it. And then people started like taking pictures on the stairs from the movie, and I was like, all right, I'm done. I'm out. I'm not watching this movie. I cringe at the Joker itself. Please give me the gay lord. So it's just people cosplaying as the Joker? How unfortunate. You can never see Joker cosplays. You could watch Morbius. Oh, yeah, that's literally my fucking birthday present this year. Like, how insane is that? That, like, I was just with a friend, went to Walmart, and he just bought me a DVD copy of Morbius because we've seen it like 3 times. He's not replying to your homie's tweets. Oh, the only cringe thing is literally just not being on, or being on Twitter at all anymore. I'm just literally not on Twitter anymore. I made a Twitter just in case, but like, I'm just not there. It was my birthday? No, it is not my birthday. Oh, no, absolutely not. My birthday is going to be significantly, 1, funnier, but also 2, you will way know about it before it happens. But it has happened to before in the past. So I guess technically, yes, it was my birthday, but I'll just shop with friends and they're like, oh, I'm gonna get this for your birthday. So when that comes around, you're gonna get this from me. It's like, oh, okay, thanks. All right, let's get around to these fucking gay detectives. Well, thank you for that. Dun, 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 dun. All right. She's Deep Tracer. Everything was planned. It was a premeditated crime. Impressive. I'm sorry they took you off the force, Mr. Star. This is bad. She's got them thinking this was all planned. If she can prove this claim, the trial's already over. Gotta think of a way to show this wasn't premeditated. It's only a flesh wound, Mr. Wright. We can make it. You said, yep, I got that from you. Well, her testimony's flawless. But that doesn't sound good. What do we do? Is this it? Is my sister guilty? Let's just keep our heads cool and press the witness a bit, shall we? For some reason, I'm having her panic next to me makes me calmer. Don't smile like that. Okay, somehow I always knew a day like this would come. Panda just went live, but he's here? Yeah, Panda's gonna like hang around here for a minute while he gets ready for stream. So he can just hang out. I have caught him a single time streaming and also watching my stream, and that is one of my favorite clips. I was on my way to deliver the lunchbox to my boyfriend when I sensed a bit of something. Perhaps it was my finely honed detective's intuition at work. Through the wire fence, I saw the chief prosecutor standing next to a garage car. The murder was planned. The rubber glove proves it. Okay. This was the last thing that we heard. The murder was planned. The rubber glove clues it. And if I can't beat this, then we lose. Okay, what do we have? This doesn't feel relevant. The parking stuff feels a little weird. No, I guess that could still be a work of art. The knife? The murder weapon, usually in Edgeworth's toolbox, traces a victim's blood and no prints. Victim memo, cell phone, floor plans, and photo taken. Fingerprints? Well, she had gloves on. No prints, but she was wearing gloves. Check this. She's wearing gloves. But no, wait. If it was premeditated and she wanted to get caught, her fingerprints would have been there. It had fingerprint? No. But if she was like determined to be caught, wouldn't she have left prints? Because like she was immediately found. I guess this would make it like more sus. Oh fuck! Wait, am I right? Witness, do you know what this is? Are you trying to test me? I sell lunchboxes for a living, you know. That's a knife. The knife. The knife that was in Mr. Edgeworth's trunk. Indeed, it is my knife. What is with this case? The bloody murder weapon, a red car, all belonging to the prosecutor there? The defendants and the chief... Who is talking right now? Mommy, are prosecutors bad people? The defense has a request. We ask that the witness provide an accurate testimony. People around? Yes. What's that, rookie? Mommy was me, oh, okay. In your testimony, you stated that Lana Skye planned this murder, and that's why she was wearing those special gloves. Seems like a natural conclusion to me. The gloves could indicate planning. However, why would she not also prepare the most important thing, the murder weapon? That is fair. It was all the way in his glove box. Oh. This knife just happened to be in the trunk of that car. He's right. Yeah, like he's 100% right. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're going to plan a murder, don't forget the weapon. He's not telling you not to commit murder. He's just telling you to remember the weapon. Oh. Order. Great, now the tide's turning in our favor. Great show, Mr. Wright. My sister's as good as free. Right. I believe the next lunch you'll be eating is humble pie. What? I hope you weren't deluding yourself into thinking that the tide has turned. Not over such a trifling detail. But to shoot a hole in the whole premeditated thing, I tried really hard. But the prosecution could care less if it was premeditated or not. The only one who seems to care is that lunch lady over there. The defendant, Lana Skye, murdered a detective with a knife. That is the only thing the prosecution need to prove, nothing else. Very good, Mr. Prosecutor. I suppose you think you're clever now. But you know as well as I do, she planned on killing him. It was planned in your car. If it wasn't... I believe I'd like to hear testimony again. Witness, please tell us only what you saw, not what you thought. How dare you? My powers of deduction are not to be underestimated. Really now? For realsies? Alright, her new statement. Lana Skye intended to murder Detective Goodman. That's why she called the victim all the way to the prosecutor's office. I'm sure the chief prosecutor had a grudge against the victim. Nothing else could drive that human machine to plunge the knife in again and again. Again and again. It was a single stab wound that was 4 inches long. The victim was summoned from the police department to the prosecutor's office. It does sound a lot like premeditation, doesn't it? So if I ordered a pizza, does that mean I'm planning to kill the delivery boy? In any case, the defense may now cross-examine the witness. Lana Skye intended to murder Detective Goodman. That's why she called the victim. All the way to the office. I'm sure the chief prosecutor held a grudge. Nothing else could drive that human to plunge the knife again and again. 1 knife wound. Present. You say she stabbed him again and again, but you couldn't have witnessed that. Are you testing me? Then I'll test you. STDs! With my Moss surprise. Surprise I got clever with her stream. I mean, she said multiple stab wounds. He bled out in 1. I'm afraid the moss is growing under our feet as we wait, Miss Star. No, STD, not STT. Twinsby, shut up. How am I Moss? I did not call you Moss. I was not referring to you, fan. What do you mean? I shouldn't have to explain this, but take a look. The autopsy report states the death was due to a loss of blood from 1 stab wound. We're all Moss if you think about it. We are not. Hey, you're right. Good show, Mr. Edgeworth. What a hunk. He is my hero. Really. What about my objection? Did nobody notice it? I'm a good lawyer. We have witness. Wait. You got the crime scene set, right? Thanks. I always believed that no one could ever mistake ketchup for blood. But now I realize that such mistake. Now I'll realize such mistakes are possible. So, you're saying you mistook something for blood? When she lifted a knife, I thought I saw blood on her breasts. Look at her breasts. Splattered blood from a victim. That's why I thought she must have stabbed him at least twice. Then tell us what you saw, what you thought was blood. Testify. Wait, is she... Okay, so, like, she's a determined liar. At this point, we know that she's lying here. Her red muffler looked like blood to me. That's how ghastly the whole scene was. She's you? Yeah, but you guys don't know when I'm lying to you. Okay. Her red muffler looked like blood to me. That's how ghastly the whole scene was. Was it? It's not like there was blood everywhere. I imagine maybe they cleaned it up in CSI, but... Okay. Goodman's autopsy report. Died within an hour and a half. We don't have a picture of the victim. Goodman's ID... Oh? There's not too much blood in the pic? There's not, but does that prove anything? Okay, hold on. Her red muffler looked like blood to me. Well, wait, hold on. She's wearing a coat. How could she even see? She's literally wearing a coat. Miss Starr, I demand an explanation. The witness is clearly not suited for detective work. What? The suspect was not wearing a scarf or muffler of any kind when she stabbed the victim. And you've proved it yourself with this photograph. Huh? But that can't be. Only a professional lunch lady could be so utterly clueless. Congratulations. Perhaps you finally found your true calling in life. Harsh words, but good. In the end, Mr. Edgeworth prevails. Okay, is Mr. Edgeworth, like, doing, like, helping her out at all? What was my objection? Chopped liver? But it was there, a scarf. No, that was something red, really. Well, now, where were we? Witness had given us an entertaining interlude, but back to business. What? Very well, witness, continue your testimony. You saw the crime and apprehended the suspect. Tell us about that. Very well. I do remember some things accurately, at least. Ultimately, we couldn't shake the most important part of her testimony. Most important part? The part where your sister stabs the victim. The part that incriminates your sister, Emma. The whole reason I'm here. This next testimony might just be the moment of truth. The apprehending the suspect. After the murder, the suspect attempted to run behind a partition off to the side. I quickly caught her, explained her rights to her, and arrested her on the spot. How could she have been over there? She was in Block B. Ah, yes, when I arrested her, she mentioned the muffler. This had confused me in my earlier testimony. The chief prosecutor made to escape, but against Angel's stab, resistance is futile. You're quite determined about this scarf, aren't you? I strike like a snake and bite like a cobra. Okay, shit. Australian fits her better, I guess. That's me, Angel Star. That wasn't a very good metaphor. First of all, cobra is a kind of snake. Don't bother me with the details unless you want to get bitten. No thanks. Note to self, Mr. Wright is weak against poisonous snake bites. Hee hee hee. The chief prosecutor tried to resist, but her efforts were in vain. She knocked my hands aside, kicked over an oil drum. An oil drum? Well, that's hard to imagine. Oh, she's beautiful but deadly, a predator. This one, a leopard woman. There we go. Very well, Mr. Wright. Cross-examine if you will. I'll bother you with details. I want a bit. Bite me. Singing the photograph song. Because of course he would. After the murder, the suspect attempted to run behind a partition off to the side. I quickly caught her, explained her rights, and arrested her on the spot. I think I'll push it. What type of hurling after a blackout was that? Roar? It's not a roar. It's more of a purring growl. It's in the back of the throat, and I used to be able to do it. No. Maybe one day. You say quickly, were you close to the suspect? As I just said, I was only 30 feet away from her the whole time. Okay, motorboat. Maybe if I press her for more details. I'd like to see this on the floor plans, just to be safe. The Lunchland car was a visitor in B block. So you witnessed the murder from here? They were taken about 30 feet from the car. Is that correct, Miss Starr? Yes, that's right. There was a chain link fence in front of you. I went over it, of course. Amazing, the cough of Queen Lunch Lady Athlete indeed. It would have taken her time to climb the fence, so she couldn't have gone to my sister that fast. Yeah, that fence was about 9 feet high. How did Miss Sky not get away? Ah, yes, when I arrested her, she mentioned the muffler. That's what had me confused. My earlier testimony, the chief prosecutor made to escape, but against Angel Star, resistance is futile. So she tried to run. Okay. She didn't have to. You need to believe me. Okay, fine. Okay, attempted to run behind a partition, caught her and explained her rights, and arrested her on the spot. So out of all the things that she has, phone, do I have a picture? So the parking lot floor plan. So she already went over this with us. I don't know if I can get that from her. Taken by Angel Star. Died within an hour and a half of 4 p.m. So she killed this guy at 4 and then like left him there and he died in an hour and a half? It seems like they're really trying to pin this at the 5:15 time, but he wouldn't have been dead by then. He'd have a stab wound, but he wouldn't have bled out. Looks like it? Yeah, I don't know. The timing on this one's very weird to me. When I arrested her, she mentioned the muffler. That's what had me confused in my earlier testimony. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna press her on the muffler thing. That's weird. You mentioned the muffler? What did she say? Oh, I remember exactly. I would have told you in my testimony. Cheeky. Anyway, all I heard was her say the word muffler. You said one word? So what you heard wasn't the suspect talking to you, but to someone else. Yes, the chief prosecutor was talking on the phone. Oh, I see. Her phone. She can't mean. By phone, do you mean this cell phone discovered at the crime scene? Yes, ultimately. Ultimately? My memory is like a salmon heading upstream. What? My memory, it's like a salmon heading upstream. Explain. No, of course doesn't she, Miss Star? The chief prosecutor first attempted to use the phone hanging on the wall. On the wall? That's right. Near the car, there was an emergency phone on the wall. Apparently it was out of order. So she used her cell phone? Indeed, the emergency phone was out of order that day. Good witnessing, witness. Good witnessing? Whatever happened to good testifying? You should of course add this to your testimony. Things I do to please this rookie defense attorney. Okay, the word muffler was overheard during a call made to Emma at 5:18. But had to use her cell instead. The chief prosecutor made to escape, but against her resistance is futile. Okay, when I arrested her, she mentioned the muffler. I saw it all, how she tried to use the phone on the wall, but had to use her cell instead. So the word muffler was overheard during a call made to Emma, but we know it was to Emma. Well, I guess, okay, I thought that she was like saying that she had called someone else, but I guess not. Do you think you could restart your testimony for the court? Aha, I was going to ask the same thing. I'll only say this one time, so listen close, rookies. The chief prosecutor stabbed the victim and ran behind the partition. Then she picked up the emergency phone on the wall, but it was out of order. So she pulled out her own cell phone out of her pocket. And during that time, you climbed over the chain link fence? Then, when I boldly grabbed her arm, the chief prosecutor hung up her phone. And you saw her doing this? What is it, Mr. Wright? The chief prosecutor made to escape, but against Angel style, resistance is futile. Okay, so what's really bugging me here is that there's a moment where she loses sight of her. This is weird. Okay. Victim's memo found in the trunk 6-7S12/2. It seems like a case number to me. So let's see, the word muffler was overheard during a call made to Emma. Okay, I saw it all. Okay, wait, how did she see it? Because there's no way for her to see it with the floor plans. Yeah, there's no way for her to see that. Miss Starr, I have to conclude that you have a personal grudge against Miss Lana Skye. The witness is a former detective. Her testimony is unmarred by personal bias. Well, who would you... Oh my god. Well, who would you have thought you would be my knight in shining armor, prosecutor? You who, together with the chief prosecutor, kicked me out 2 years ago. Well, Miss Starr, this is a fatal contradiction with your testimony. How do you explain this? I don't know what you're talking about. Mess with me and I'll make you cough it all up. Let's look at the floor plans. You said you witnessed the crime. Look, I'm trying. From this point. However, if that's true, you
can I please get a waffle?
I've seen Miss Skye making that phone call. Thank you. Oh, fuck, thank you. I believe you see what I'm getting at. That emergency phone was on the backside of this partition. If indeed you were in B block, you couldn't have seen it. Whoa! Order, what is the meaning of this? It's simple, Your Honor. She's not coughing up lunch, she's coughing up lies. That's quite a claim, Mr. Wright. Perhaps you will allow me a question? Tell us exactly what lie this witness had told the court. Here's where the counterattack begins. I can't afford to get this wrong. The witness lied about what she saw, where she saw it, the order of events. I think she was on the wrong side of the fence. I think she lied about where she saw it. Miss Skye tried to use the emergency phone, but it was out of order. What is significant about this fact? Nothing. Therefore, it would be pointless for Miss Starr to lie about it. Oh, I see. But say the witness did actually see Miss Skye using the emergency phone. It would mean Miss Starr witnessed the crime from a different location. A different location? No, that's a pointless lie if I ever heard one. Before you call my lie pointless, at least let me tell it. If you're gonna call me a liar, at least let me lie about it. Let me ask a question to our clear the wordsmith, Mr. Wright. Just where was the witness when she saw the crime? All the testimony we've heard until now points to one direction. The place from where she witnessed this crime was... here. This is the only place where she could have been. Skidagaru. We should have saved? Why would I ever save when I know I'm right? Indeed, the security room in the underground parking lot is well positioned. It's built on the second floor so you can see the entire lot. She would have been able to see the emergency phone from there. Of course you're right. Of course I am. Why there? There better be places you could have seen the phone. Not in this case, Your Honor. The witness, not being a part of the prosecutor's office, couldn't park in A block. The only place where she could have seen the crime and the back of the partition is here. I remember in your testimony you said you brought a lunch to your boyfriend in the security guard room, yes? Well, Miss Starr? How many years have I been getting the better of men? To think that the tables could be turned. Today his man has got the better Angel Star. Order. Witness. What have you done? You used to be a detective. You should know better. I'm not turning back. Perjury's an easier crime to plead to. The guilty will be punished, and I'll do what I must to make sure justice prevails. The guilty? Is she talking about Miss Sky? Mr. Wright, doesn't it strike you as odd? Why did Miss Starr lie? It doesn't make sense. She could have just said she saw the crime from the security guard station. It wouldn't change anything. Exactly. This photograph tells all. The photograph tells all. It was the defendant who stabbed the victim. That truth still stands. It still stands. I disagree, Mr. Edgeworth. What? If a witness is found to be lying, they're guilty of perjury. She knows this. She wouldn't risk that without a good reason. So tell us what her reason was, Mr. Wright. The reason was that this happened at 4 o'clock when she was on the other side of the fence and not at 5:15 when she was in the security office. Who else? Mr. Wright, let's review what we know. Miss Starr witnessed the crime from the security guard station. But she lied and said she saw it from B block. It must make a vital difference, but what would that change? The angle of view to the crime, the distance to the crime, or the difference in lighting? So it would definitely change the angle of view, which would throw her picture into question. So I think that would probably be the biggest thing. Why the angle at which she saw the crime occur would change. Greg, what do you mean? Well, the security guard station is on the second floor, and she wouldn't have she would have sort of a more 3D view of the crime, like VR. And this is important. Why? Perhaps you'd like to reconsider, Mr. Wright. No, that's a huge difference because she wouldn't have been able to take the photo. That's right, let's review what we know. So she's in the security room, right, from the security guard station. She lied and said she saw it from B block, and the difference in lighting, I do not see that making a huge impact. I am going to go ahead and save here, though. I don't want to scrub out right now. So the distance to the crime. It changes the distance between her and the scene of the crime. My condolences, Mr. Wright, but one look at this floor plan and it's quite clear. Why would I save? I never need to save. It's simply a safety measure. Because I know you guys would worry about it. The distance between the scene of the crime and the guard station is 30 feet. I don't see how that would change what she could see. What she saw is not in question here. What matters is the time it would take her to reach the scene of the crime. Miss Starr, you witnessed the crime from the security guard station. How long did it take you to go from there to the scene of the crime where you arrested Miss Sky? Well, witness? You... Yes? You ordered the squid wheels, right? The quality of lunches has gone from low to inedible. I was bringing a PB&J lunch with fresh boysenberry jam to my boyfriend, cause they both have boy in them. Boysenberry for the boyfriend. Delicious. He wasn't in the station, so I waited. I witnessed the crime from the glass-walled station. But how did she get the photo? That's what I want to know. And before I knew what I was doing, I found myself running towards the scene. But the door was locked, I couldn't open it. It's why I had to go through the visitors parking in B block. It's quite a detour. It probably took me at least 5 minutes to get to the scene of the crime. 5 minutes? They're changing things considerably. But it was that woman over there in the defendant's chair who stabbed him. I know it, I have a photographic evidence. I swear it on my finest plastic spork. Whatever point, and a spork's a wonderful invention. Why is this relevant? Would you like another caviar lunch? Absolutely. Mr. Wright, you have to do something. Have any evidence to stop this? Raise an objection. 5 minutes between witnessing of the murder and the arrest? Think about it. You could make pasta in that amount of time if you like it al dente. What does this mean? I want to use this in my everyday life. 5 minutes? I could make pasta in that amount of time. I've got lunch boxes that tie pasta into knots, rookie. A 5-minute blank? Isn't that strange? Strange. If you were a criminal, what would you do with 5 minutes? Sounds dirty. What? Pasta nuts? Pasta nuts sound fine. Well, I guess I feel the scene. Hey, don't get the wrong idea. I didn't kill anyone. But you have the instincts of a killer. You would run, but this time was different. Miss Guy dawdled at the scene of the crime. She even had her picture taken. No true criminal would act this way. It's inconceivable. Yarg! Why do they make her say this? Well, then it seems we've come to the end of this testimony. The witness has a grudge against the defendant and a blank in her testimony. Mr. Edgeworth, is the next witness ready to go? Unfortunately, I appear to have overestimated this witness on account of her professional history. We screwed that can shut, Mr. Wright. That was too close, but not close enough that I needed to save. Whew! I'm afraid that the cough-up queen has been dethroned. More like de-throated. And with that court adjourned. Oh. Not the victim. Oh, wait. Mr. Edgeworth, you ordered the squid wheels, right? That's the one she tried to foist off on me. I prefer not to take the defense team's leftovers. Anything else to say? I might be able to save you. I have decisive evidence. What was that? Is this another one of her trick lunchboxes? My apologies, but we have no further questions to ask of you, Miss Starr. Ah. Is this your jumbo lunchbox? Wow! A triple decker! Out of deference to the witness's determination, I'll allow one more testimony. Oh my god.
Can I please get a waffle?
Let's hear about this decisive evidence. Like the Lunchland motto says, you won't be disappointed. What is she pulling out of her lunchbox this time? Decisive evidence. I should have mentioned those 5 minutes when I wasn't looking at the crime scene. And now, to the matter of the victim's shoe. Did I not bring this up? 2 types of blood were found on the How does she know that? One was, of course, the victim's, and the other blood type matched that of the defendant, Miss Lana Sky. This shoe proves it. It's flawless, decisive evidence. What? There was blood found on the shoe? Troy Lunchland, for all your lunch and decisive evidence needs. Why would she bleed? Because she cut her hand. Witness, what's the meaning of this? Why is this the first time I've heard of this evidence? Simple. As I've already said, I don't trust you with evidence, Mr. Edgeworth. That's why I took the liberty of investigating this myself. And you had blood tests performed? Didn't I mention? I have 3 boyfriends in forensics. In any case, Your Honor, I can't accept this as evidence. He now doesn't like evidence took out of it. Yeah, now it's suddenly an issue. What? You must know the 2 rules of evidence law. Rule number 1, no evidence shall be shown without the approval of the police department. In other words, this shoe is illegal evidence, at least for the time being. Is that right, Mr. Wright? It seems so. Edgeworth sure is celebrating. Not so fast, Mr. Edgeworth. Don't forget, I used to be a detective. As I mentioned previously, this shoe's already been tested by a member of the forensics department. As you can see, it was approved by the police department as of today. Even the general public can produce official evidence, Mr. Edgeworth. Is that right, Mr. Wright? It seems so. Edgeworth is looking pretty sullen. You could at least study evidence. You could be a lawyer. The prosecution's complaint notwithstanding, it appears this evidence satisfies the first rule of evidence law. However, it seems you have yet another count against your witness. Anything to ensure that the guilty are properly judged. Alright, white enamel shoe bears traces of blood from Goodman and Sky. Very well, Mr. Wright. Cross-examined. Alright. I should have mentioned those 5 minutes when I was looking at the crime scene, and now to the matter of the victim's shoe. Did I not bring this up? 2 types of blood were found on this. One was, of course, the victim's. The other matched that of the defendant, Miss Lana Sky. And the shoe proves it. It's flawless evidence. Okay. Do I have any? Okay. Usually Edwards' toolboxes, traces of victim's blood, no prints. She wasn't bleeding. Fine. Well, that's not it. Your Honor, that statement contradicts this evidence. It does. I don't see anything contradictory. Really? Objection overruled. Try to think before you make accusations, Mr. Wright. Whoops, that didn't go so well. Okay. Let's go ahead and save. The other blood type matched that of defendant Miss Lana Sky. You can't say for sure the blood belongs to the defendant without a blood test. You claim to know something about a blood test, rookie? Well, speak up. Well, blood comes in 4 types, A, B, O, and AB. However, you can't tell from a blood test whether murder was committed in cold blood. It's just a figure of speech, Mr. Wright. Actually, we can differentiate between millions of types with all the blood tests out there. Which means that we can more or less narrow down any sample of blood to just one person. Or so I hear. That's pretty specific. If I had a little more time, I would have gotten DNA test results. But they say there's very little doubt it could be anyone but Miss Lana Skies. Suspect's blood was found on the victim's shoe. It ties her directly to the death of Detective Goodman. I was afraid he was going to say that. Alright. I can't let this evidence go through without a fight. Your order of peppered fish cuts, right? Some like it hot, Mr. Wright. Some like your client. She's enough hot water to make a whole vat of soup. Mr. Wright, do you or don't you have a problem with this shoe? A problem? This is critical. Is there a problem with the victim's shoe? Gonna go with my gut here. Quickly save before I make this choice. Okay. There is a problem. If I'm not imagining things, I'd say there was one critical problem with this evidence. A clear contradiction. That gleam in your eyes, you're still young, rookie. I'll give you a peppered fish guts now. But you couldn't take the heat, could you? This here, Mr. Wright, has to say, this is contradictory about the victim's shoes. Show us a problem with this evidence. Lana Sky's feet were once in this thing. Okay. I wonder if you noticed. There's blood on the bottom of this shoe. Don't mess with me, rookie, or it'll be your blood on the bottom of my shoe. Indeed, there's quite a bit of blood on the bottom. It makes sense. The victim was stabbed with a knife. What could possibly be contradicted about blood on the bottom of this shoe? Her shoes were clean and not white. Do I present? They said it's the victim's shoes? What could possibly be contradictory? Well, what's contradictory? Not about the shoes, but about the blood on the bottom. Oh, it's the victim's shoes. Wait, okay, so why would... It's not Lana's shoes, it's the victim's. It's Goodman's shoe. Okay. Why would he have been stepping in blood? There should be none of... Okay, hold on. What's contradictory about blood on the bottom of his shoe? He was in a trunk. What piece of evidence do I have that says he's in a trunk? Thank you, fan. Blood loss. Victim's memo found in the trunk. The parking lot with his car. Record of parking lot. Work of art. I mean, it says trunk. Well, where? Okay, which one did he say trunk? Like, the memo says trunk, but I don't know if it's relevant. That's not what I want. I did not want to do that. A prosecutor found a crime scene. Can we save and fuck it up? We've saved pretty close to here, but I can't save right now. The problem lies in the footprint. The footprint? Note the bottom of the victim's shoe is covered in blood. Then, isn't it strange? Why weren't any bloody footprints found by the scene of the crime? As you can see, there were no traces of any such footprints at the scene of the crime. That contradicts your claim about the shoe. This picture only shows part of the floor. There could have been bloody footprints. Then where are they, Mr. Edgeworth? Because we checked the scene and found nothing of the sort. Yeah, Edgeworth coming out here with the, hey, it could be the case. It's like, well, then prove it. Well, witness. Well, huh? Great going, Mr. Wright, but it's true, the lack of a footprint is a contradiction, but then we have to ask why there wasn't a footprint. Oh. That's true, there has to be a reason there wasn't a footprint. Think, Mr. Wright, think. I don't know why it's not there. Well, I'm just good at finding contradictions. What? Look, I'm not a lawyer, so to speak. I see, now I get it. Get what? Our witness is more devious than I gave her credit for. We were hoodwinked to the very end. But she slipped. There is one vital hint to the truth in her testimony. What are we talking about? Think back to when she told us about apprehending the suspect. The chief prosecutor tried to resist, but her efforts were in vain. She knocked my hands aside, kicked over an oil drum. Oh, she's beautiful, but deadly. A predator, this one. A leopard woman. Rawr. I thought that was a strange thing for the normally cool-headed chief to do. No kidding. Now, witness, allow me to ask a very simple question. This oil drum, was it empty? Oh, that, I'm not sure I like your attitude, Mr. Edgeworth, though apparently you're not the slowest conveyor belt in the lunchbox factory. Witness, well, was the oil drum empty? The oil drum kicked over by the chief prosecutor was brimming with water. Water? What does that mean? Fool, it means the thing we drink. Still don't get it, Mr. Wright. Do you want to know the reason she knocked it over? The real reason? Oh fuck, he's gonna stay to wash away the footprints. Oh fuck. I am not ready for him to say wash away the footprints and then me have to deal with the consequences of the actions. Where am I going? My feet got cold and I was grabbing my blankie. My little toesies. And don't blame me for wanting to be a little comfy. Ah, you know me. Yes, the suspect knocked over that oil drum for one reason alone. To erase the bloodstains that would become evidence against her. Oh my, oh no. That ties things up quite nicely. The bloodstains left on the victim's shoes tie her quite clear to this murder. After the deed was done, she knocked over the old drum to erase telltale signs. It's with prosecutor's specialty, erasing evidence. That reminds me, this guy's right hand was hurt. He was hurt. Didn't you say she cut herself when she stabbed him? So that's when my sister's blood got on the shoe. Well, I see no reason to prolong this trial. Mr. Wright, do something, please! What? What can I do? Your sister has confessed to the crime, and she tried to conceal it. She stabbed him with the left hand? No, I think she can still stab him with the right hand, but she just cut her hand. But... enough. There is no need for further debate. The verdict, Your Honor. Very well. But Angel Star's on the prosecution side. She could have been lying about the water. This court finds the defense, Mr. Longest. Hold, from who? Little girl? What did you just say? Me? Did you say that I, Angel Sty, was on the prosecution side? Yeah, you are. You're saying my sister hid evidence by erasing footprints. Well, I thought you had your fill, but here you are demanding a second helping. Another lunchbox called evidence. Wait, witness, don't tell me you have something else. Oh my god, stop. Stop. The time for deliberations is past. Any further comments and you will be held in contempt of court. Your threats don't scare the Corfa Queen. Look at this. What? A photograph? I had it just in case someone had the gall to suggest that the white shoe didn't belong to the victim. I see no room for error in this evidence. Enjoy your alert, Witch Queen. Mr. Wright, wait, look at the asphalt in this photo. Hey, it's clearly wet. Erase the last trace of doubt from the court's mind. Immediately after the murder, the crime scene was washed with water. I'm sorry, Mr. Wright. I guess I couldn't help after all. It's not your fault. I knew I couldn't win this case from the beginning. And it seems this is what your sister wanted anyway. Mia. Yep, I'm sorry, Mia. I fucking knew it was coming. Right. Wet or not. Don't be so quick to throw in the towel. Get yourself up off the asphalt. Take another good look. Don't give up. Not until the bitter end. This is the last piece of evidence. Very well. This time I'd like to declare a verdict for good. Objection! Your Honor, wait. What is it with you people? Can I lay down my verdicts in peace anymore? What is it? Can it wait? No, it can't. Then it will be too late. Look at this photograph, the last one submitted. This trial isn't over until we give each piece of evidence proper consideration. So right. Are you saying there's a problem with this latest piece of evidence? Yeah, I'll think later. Yeah, there's a problem. Right or wrong, I've got to go ahead with this. I suppose since we've come this far, we should give every claim a fair shake. Very well, Mr. Wright. Show the court the problem with this photograph. Oh no. What is... So there's something in the muffler, and she said muffler on the phone. Is it the muffler? Okay, there's nothing about his suit I find crazy. His shoe, whatever. The asphalt is wet. That's a muffler. This is in fact a muffler. It's gotta be this. I thought it was like a scarf. Okay, well, there could be a muffler that is a scarf, but the way that she was talking about muffler was ambiguous. The problem in this photograph is here. What's this? Ooh, there's something poking out of the car's muffler. Where's this moment, Mr. Edwards? Your Honor? You just said muffler. However, I see no trace of a muffler or scarf on any kind of photograph. A muffler is also a part on a car or motorcycle, Your Honor. You're an old man, you should know that. Just think of it as a part of the exhaust system, a pipe. I see. What's that suspicious looking cloth sticking out of the muffler? So what if there's something sticking out of the muffler? What does that have to do with this case? Nothing, absolutely nothing. Sorry, Miss Starr, but it's not going to be that easy. In fact, you've already told us why it's important to the case. You said as much in your testimony. What? Well, sure, Mr. Wright, have his mind. Tell us why you think the piece of cloth is related to the case. The phone, Your Honor. The phone. Miss Starr, recall your testimony to the court. Oh yes, when I arrested her, she mentioned the muffler. That's what confused me in my earlier testimony. Muffler. Ah, yerg. Choosing the right evidence first try, Slick. Oh, thank you, Improbable. I appreciate it. And could it be that the muffler you heard mentioned was actually this exhaust pipe? If so, that means this piece of cloth is vital evidence. Oh, rug. Whoopsies. Didn't mean to do that. Well, it seems we have to suspend the proceedings. Suspend? I find myself wondering about that piece of cloth. If we leave any question unanswered, we do in the surface of the law. Have the car at the crime scene inspected at once and bring me a cloth. The verdict will wait until after we've seen all the evidence. I agree. Among us. Didn't mean to moan like that, my bad. What? I wish I knew the reference. That sounds fucking great. Agreed? I suppose so. Whew. That was close. But we made it, at least for now. This court will adjourn for a 30-minute recess. It's lunchtime after all. You've eaten so much. He's still hungry? How can his tummy not be so full? Save my progress. Yes! I'll save it right here. February 23rd, 11:56 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 2. These are their stories. Mr. Wright? What? Are trials always like this with you? Like you're swimming up from the bottom of a lake about to reach the surface? But no matter how hard you paddle, you never seem to get there. Pretty much. Except today we're swimming in quicksand. So what happened to your sister anyway? Apparently she got called off to the judge's chambers. Probably something to do with that cloth. Maybe some favors. So this is where we turn this trial around, right? Our only weapon, a tiny insignificant piece of cloth? I'm the one who's starting to feel tiny and insignificant, to tell the truth. Hola, partner. They keep repeating, Mia, will you send me that on my Samsung commercial? No. Mia, come back live to advertise? Oh, I wish they could use Mia to advertise things. I may buy things more. They say you show a red cloth to a bull, it'll fire up its temper. That's what they told me when I was a young one, at least. Officer Marshall! Thought I'd come take a look at how these trials going. Looks like I'm late. They've got the home ranch locked down tighter than the fort in enemy territory. That hard to slip out, huh? What is going on over there anyway? All the police I've seen these last 2 days have been really on edge. Don't you got enough on your plate without worrying about other people, compadre? You could be worrying about the chief prosecutor's taste in mufflers, for example. Officer Marshall? The whole muffler thing didn't have anything to do with scarves. She wasn't even wearing a scarf. You don't say. Now don't that just beat all? I've seen the red breeze blow on her slender neck many a time. What does that mean? I don't understand. I saw it that day too. She's wearing a red muffler. What? At the award ceremony that afternoon, Edgeworth seen it too, I reckon. What does that mean? She's a lesbian? I mean, seeing her, I could see it for sure. Aren't all women in gaming lesbians? Overwatch taught me that. In the photograph taken at the crime scene, she wasn't wearing a scarf. So, Miss Starr wasn't mistaken? Well, it's about time. Remember, partner, sometimes you gotta grab the bull by the horns. Sometimes you just gotta let that bull go where it will. Time will tell. Oh, I have a bad feeling about this. So, what are we swimming in now, Mr. Wright? If it's steak sauce, I can hook you up with some fine ribs. Ooh-wee! Maybe some Jello. Maybe like a shake, a little chocolate shake. So it took 30 minutes and we just have the cloth now? I'd like to resume. What's up? The judge keeps
Can I
looking over
please
the
get a
prosecution.
waffle?
Oh, maybe swimming through syrup for fans waffle? He's so pissed. There's something wrong, Mr. Edward? Your face is blue, your lips are purple, you're sweating bullets. A furrowed brow, grinding teeth, those watery eyes, dreamy watery eyes. What's more, your eyes are unfocused, you're doubled over, your back is bent. It can't be. This can't happen. What would happen to Mr. Edgeworth? I like that he mentioned his back was bent. Isn't it always Edgeworth? Well, I believe this time we continue on with the trial. Angry like his daddy. His daddy is dead. In our research and prosecute, this is unacceptable. Unacceptable? Good. Seems the prosecutor's quite beside himself. Excuse me, knock knock. Who's there? This is the gayest icon I have ever seen. What's with this guy? A strange stuffy aura seems to be filling the courtroom. Tell me this is not gay representation. Hey, the temperature rose 5.7 degrees when that man came in. He is so hot and big. He's white smiling, of course you like him. Look, I'm not talking about his face, I'm talking about him being a gay icon, okay? Who on earth is he? It's you! My honey, I see. Oh, hee hee. Sorry I'm late, OG. The roads were packed, it's just me. Long time no see, OG. How you been? Swim much these days? Oh, hello. No, I've been so busy. Busy, smizzy, OG, my boy. You have to make time to relax. Yes, indeed. OG seems to be his nickname for the judge. I'm afraid you're right. Very afraid. White is a state of mind, bestie. It is. It's the state of mind of going out on a lake in a boat. That's the whitest shit you can do. Also, Barbie eyeglasses? Yes. Sorry, but who are you? Yeah. So you're right, the attorney. I've heard good things about you, son. Going with shorts to a Walmart, too? Would you not? Are you getting dressed up to go to a Walmart? The fuck are you doing? Yeah, you wear shorts to a Walmart if the weather's hot. If it's cold outside. No, just not in shorts? Hold, pause. Who the fuck goes outside with shorts? Anyone can. Literally anyone. I walk to work in shorts because it's often too hot. Who goes outside with shorts? Men playing basketball. People involved in athletic activities. Why would you go to a place with no water with shorts? There's water at Walmart. A place with no water. A Walmart has water. I'm so confused. Why is there a stigma against wearing shorts in a Walmart? Shorts are for pools and whatnot? Well, I would say those are swim trunks. Going with them like pants is weird? No, pants are fine. I'm just saying shorts aren't weird to go to a Walmart in. I feel like this isn't even a controversial opinion. If you're gonna get sweaty, you wear shorts? Thank you, fan. No? Yes! No, you can't just say like no question mark. No, I feel like you are not in the majority on this one. I can go to a Walmart today and be like, look at that. It's like walking with underwear outside. No, walking in underwear is like walking with underwear outside. There's a one-to-one there, actually. Culture shock for real? I promise you, it is not that weird. Especially in America. This is a Mexican-only thing. What kind of shorts? Like knee length or booty cut? No, okay, so like booty cut would be strange. But like, if you're wearing basketball shorts, that's fine. Like, hold on. I'm gonna get stun locked real quick, but Adam Sandler outfit. Like this. This is perfectly fine. We could, I get it, but I mean just casual shorts. No, like I would go to a Walmart in this. Those like these are shorts. I would absolutely go to a Walmart in this. That's fucking weird. You are weird. This is fucking Walmart fashion. Person in Walmart. This is the caliber of people in a Walmart. This random woman is in shorts. I wouldn't touch anyone with a 10-foot stick if they go out with shorts to like a mall. It's a Walmart, not a Macy's. Like, it's so like not an issue. Okay, Walmart people are like a thing, so it's a little difficult to find like a normal looking person, but like, this is so normal. This is like so not a thing. Shorts in a Walmart, it's fine. I'm getting so stun-locked on this, trying to find people just wearing shorts in a Walmart. This kid is just like wearing basketball shorts in a Walmart. It's so okay. Like, this is not weird. It just isn't. It's fine. And if you look way in the background, in those 5 pixels, there's I believe a woman also in shorts. It's just not weird. Thanks. Oh, sorry about our little word. Kids, I forgive it, but why you, as a grown-ass man, use shorts on a store? Look, if I was going to Target, then yeah. This is specifically like a Walmart thing. Walmart is very much I am not getting dressed up, I'm putting on some type of footwear, and I have to wear clothes there. So I wear shorts and a shirt, and I'll go to a Walmart. You live in a cold area or it's winter, don't wear shorts? Well, I mean, at that point, it's more like your decision whether or not you feel like it's worth shorts or not. The fuck is with people using shorts on winter? It's common for men to wear shorts during winter. There's literally zero reason for it. Wear pants like a human being. So sorry about our little worthy giving you all that trouble, eh? You know we should all go swimming together sometime, jolly. Like using a jacket and them toes are out? Look, right now I'm wearing a hoodie and my toes are out, okay? Don't talk too much shit, okay? I'm getting caught in the crosshairs here. Crossfire. Little worthy? That's right. You don't know the district chief of police. But I'm not outside, but I would go check the mail in this. I wouldn't go to Walmart in this because I wear closed-toed shoes, but I would wear what I'm wearing now, except for closed-toed shoes, to a Walmart, and that is shorts, a jacket with no shirt on, and some shoes. Some sneakers. Chief of police? White? I promise you, this is not a white-only thing. This is an American thing. Apparently, Mexico doesn't do this, but I'd go to a Walmart in shorts in Mexico, too. There's a top-ranking police officer in the entire district. Why does he pause so much? Name's Grant Damon Grant. Pleased to meet you, everyone. What do we owe this honor today? It's been over 2 years since you came to the courtroom, hasn't it? He smiles like a white man. He does do the white guy smile. The like, he does do that one, yeah. Well, it's worthy here. Look at the poor fellow. I just thought I'd help out by bringing this. Hey, that's my sister's muffler. So Miss Stark wasn't just seeing things. There's a muffler in the muffler. When the crime occurred, Miss Sky really was wearing that muffler. But to think that it was stuffed into that exhaust pipe. Go on, little worthy's cardinal lids. It's really quite embarrassing even for us. What's this? That's what you call a switchblade knife. Quite perplexing, this. His build is very nice. I like his build. Chief, what kind of outfit are you running? How could they miss such a vital piece of evidence? If your investigators are this lax, how do you expect us to do our job? Now, wait a moment, Worthy. I have no desire to hear your excuses. I'm telling you to wait. Or didn't you hear me? Have a look at this document where it says person in charge of investigation. There's no mistaking that signature, is there? Miles Edgeworth. That's not fair. On the day of the crime, I had... You're head in the clouds because you got that award. I know how you feel. But you're the person in charge. I'll expect a written apology. What? Are you serious? I can see the porn already done? I mean, I'm sure this game is old and these characters are hot. Don't be too upset. We'll find a way to clean up this mess that you made. This is the first time I've seen Mr. Edgeworth at a loss for words. This kind of major blunders, unlike you, Mr. Edgeworth. The court accepts this new evidence. I'd like to ask the defense a favor first. Yes? Just to be sure, I'd like to take a look at the blade of this knife. The blade, Your Honor? I don't see why not. Could you open it up for me, I wonder? Yes, well, I think all you have to do is push that switch and... If I cut my finger, Mr. Wright, I wouldn't be able to pound my gavel. Found the type of fan art I was looking for, the great hive mind attorney. I mean... The characters are hot, it makes sense. Yeah, but if I cut my finger, I wouldn't be able to point it at people anymore. Come on, hurry up and open it. Wait. All right. So we have SL-92, which if we put it upside down, certainly looks like 6-75. There's a small tag on the knife. Seems to say SL-72. This is a Leon situation. What does that mean? Well, I've heard something similar. DL6 Simpson fame? But it's strange. What is? I'm not certain, but I get the feeling I've seen this somewhere. Letters like this, or letters that looked a lot like this somehow? Don't scare me like that. I'm the one who's scared. Look at this knife blade, the tip's broken. And this dark red stain? Blood? No, it's from an orange. A blood orange. Switchblade knife has been added to the court record. Found at the crime scene wrapped in defendant's muffler, small tag attached. This does not excuse the actions of the police department. I'd like to hear an explanation from the chief of police himself. Took me good enough to know it. I just had to play a different crime game, and I know it. I'm terribly sorry, but could I ask you to testify for us? About the split between prosecutor and police in this knife? Sure thing, not a problem, not even a little one, really. I like being up here in the court. Department in disorder. The only disorder I got is disorder of fries. Nom, 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 nom. This knife is special, but I can't say how here, unless there's evidence to prove a connection between this knife and Goodman. That a bad day for the department. We weren't in any shape to do an investigation. The detective was killed at the police department. See, what a mess. The time of the crime, 5:15. Scary coincidence, eh? It's not officially linked to this here case, so I can't talk much about it. He's giving Papa Pastor? He's giving me Taco Pastor. Tacos al Pastor. There's a murder in the police department, a detective? And that's hush information, G. We haven't exactly announced it yet. Wait a second. You said 5:15. That's the exact time Detective Goodman was killed at the prosecutor's office. Order. Anyway, we at the department, we're all flustered, as we might as well assume. We're in the middle of a top secret investigation. Don't tell anyone, okay? I think we understand the police department situation. Well, Mr. Wright? 2 detectives killed at the same time in 2 different places? The chances of that are really slim, scientifically speaking, of course. I'd like to exercise my right to cross-examine the witness. Very well, however, keep the question focused on the case at hand. All right, department in disorder. Okay, I did get healed through doing this. This knife is special, but I can't say how here, unless there's evidence to prove a connection between this knife and Goodman. All right, I'm going for a Hail Mary SL-9 here. Hold on. So it's SL-9 2. Ooh, and the Hail Mary pays off, baby. Wait a second. At last, an honest to goodness objection. This knife, this has to have something to do with Detective Goodman. Wormwood. And honest to goodness, what do you mean from IG? This is great. Look at the tag on this knife. It reads SL-9 2. This is important. Wow. Over here, we also have a memo that was on the body of the victim. What's this? 6 minus 7 inch? 12-2? Your Honor, it's upside down. Upside down? Surely Psycho was simply trying to give us a code to something, not spelling Leon. The printed name on the memo makes it look like it's right side up. Turn it around and what do you get? Whoever wrote this note was holding the paper upside down. That's the same as right on the left tag. But what does 2-21 mean? Order, will you? Well, I guess the cat's out of the bag. You win, righto. I win? Oh. What game is this guy playing? February 21? I mean, yeah, I'm just wondering what kind of significance that plays. This knife was evidence in a case. It was stolen from the evidence room. That's a bad day for the department. We weren't in any shape to do an investigation. Okay, so it was stolen from the evidence room. I want to hear about this. So this knife was stolen? Yes, but on the day of the murder. It was evidence, you say. Was it in fact a murder weapon? Nice. Good show, little Worthy. It was a murder weapon as it happens. It was evidence from a case long solved. So this knife was stolen on the day of the murder? And it was found in the exhaust pipe of Edgeworth's car. Maybe Edgeworth had something to do with it. I think there isn't a connection. Did Edgeworth work on that case? We weren't in any shape to do an investigation. A detective was killed at the police department. What a mess. On the same day that a detective was killed in the prosecutor's parking lot, another detective was killed at the police department? That's a fact. Surprising, isn't it, Udgy? I lost for words. And the perpetrator? Do you have a suspect? Yeah, well, there was a suspect. Just arrested him, in fact. Just arrested? That was quick. But there's still a lot of unanswered questions. Maybe you could help, Righto. I suppose I could help if you help me by giving me data on your case. All good when the kid's sharp. Okay, here's the deal. I'll tell you one thing and one thing only. Where the victim was found. How the victim was killed and when they died. Well, we know when they died because it was at the same time as the other one. Don't remember. What's your body count? Give me your body count, Gant. So how the victim was killed or where they were found. Where? We already know that they were in the police station, right? How they were killed could be pretty impactful. So we'll go how. How was a detective killed? How was he killed? Now that's the interesting part. He was what we in the force call a stabbing with a knife. A knife? That's exactly the same as Detective Goodman. That's the spirit we're cooking now. But you know, that's not the only thing that was exactly the same. What do you mean? There were more similarities between the two cases than the cause of death. It seems like I'm going to have to press this a bit harder. The time, scary coincidences. Okay, let's press this one to see what we can get out of it. Okay, another detective was killed. Okay, just arrested, unanswered questions. Kid Sharp, here's the deal. I'll tell you one thing and one thing only. So we know how, and it was by knife wound, so where? So tell me, where was the victim found? Well, I can't speak on where the corpse was found, but I can say the crime took place in the police evidence room at the department. The evidence room? Wait a second. I have heard of that. The evidence room? Didn't he mention that in his testimony? This knife was evidence in a case that was stolen from the department's evidence room. Here to use VA's B-Days today? Oh, that's awesome. Did he do anything? I imagine you're following him on Twitter. Did he do anything fun? There's the connection between the two cases. You seem happy, Mr. Wright. Happy? We just got handed our ticket to go to town on this case. With the link between the two cases established, we finally have leverage. Now we can get him to testify about details. Not officially linked, to this here case, so I can't talk about it much. Chief, the defense's position is simply this. The connection between these two cases has already been proven. Eh? You don't say. Well, how would they write it? What's the connection? Yes, how would Mr. Wright? The connection is a place mentioned in the testimony we just heard. The knife found in the lot was stolen from the police department's evidence room. Not to mention the victim had on him the case number on the knife's evidence tag. And we know that the detective murdered at the police department was killed in that very same evidence room. Indeed. There do seem to be too many connections for it to be a coincidence. There's no such thing as coincidences. You two make a good pair. It took my men 2 days to find out what you deduced right here. Chief, I request that you release your information to the victim at the police on the victim at the police department. See, that's the tricky part. It hasn't been announced yet, no. Can we get the information non-officially? You know what, Phoenix? This is a fair question. Best we got is an edited pic. We stand as old cunty. Ah, okay. Sure, why not? It's unofficial after all. Really? Who would have guessed? I cooperate, but I can't reveal the name of the victim, okay? If you're gonna tell us a little, why not tell us everything? Well, case information, sticky stuff yet to do everything properly. Oh well, I guess I might as well try to get what I can out of him. The victim's gender, the ID number. Oh, wait. If we can get the ID number, then we can cross-reference it with, Goodman's. Okay, how about you tell me the victim's ID number? Sure, why not? It's not like you'll be able to tell who it is from that. Of course not. You won't tell me their name after all. We keep a tight lid on ID numbers, so don't go and get your hopes up. The number is 584-2189. 584-289. Well, it's quite long. Yeah, we have to remember these. It drives me nuts. 82. I can't do it. You didn't even get the first number right. Well, Mr. Wright, did this tell you anything? Okay, number of the victim of the police station, 584-2189. 584-289. It actually does. He's so cute when he plays with his hair. He's so cute. Got me kicking my feet and shit. This tells me something. Actually, it does, Your Honor. It does. I think. Reading. It has to be what I think it is. But what does this mean? Well, let's hear what the defense has to say. So the ID number of the detective whose murder at the police department tells you something. What does it tell you? But witness my greatness. What is it, Mr. Wright? You're grinning like a schoolgirl on prom night. No, it's just, I got confused. And this is news. Huh? Just come out with both guns blazing like you always do. The police department, the prosecutor's office, 2 places, 2 detectives murdered at one time? Actually, I happen to have a police ID number here. Oh, is it yours? Edgeworth's down bad. Edgeworth is down bad in the way that he wants to see Phoenix succeed. So at least if he loses to someone, it's to a worthy opponent. So he wants Phoenix to be good here. No, Your Honor. I'm a defense attorney, remember? This is the ID number of our victim, Detective Goodman. Shame on you, Righto. Personnel IDs are top secret. Detective Goodman's ID number is 5842189. This means what exactly? What? Word. That ID number we heard from the chief earlier. Started with 82. I've forgotten. You didn't even get it the first number right again. The number the chief of police gave us was 5842189. Wait a sec, Wright. What does this mean? Mean? That's what I want to know. The 2 ID numbers are identical. In other words, the detective killed in the police department's evidence room was Bruce Goodman. What does our witness think of that? Oh, ho, ho, sharp as a tack, right? Oh, sharp as a tack. But wait, Detective Goodman's our victim. He was killed at 5:15 in the underground parking lot. Yet, a detective, Bruce Goodman, was also killed at the police department in the evidence room at the exact same time. Fuck, what? How does any of this make sense? That's impossible. So what you're saying is the same person was killed at the same time? And in a completely different location. Order. Chief, what does this mean? I mean, yeah? This makes no sense. No. What I want to know is, why didn't I hear about this? Yes, it's top secret, fine, but I'm the prosecutor in charge of the case. Now just wait a second, Worthy. No need to get all flustered. Your Honor, the police department has made a grave error in this case. Wait. I said wait. Or didn't you hear me? The oversight, the grave error, Mr. Edgeworth, they're yours. What? How? How dare... We informed you yesterday. I believe it was our officer Meekins who brought you the news. Oh my god, it was Meekins! Officer Meekins. That's right. Where have we heard that name before? It was the little doofy man. Wait, aha. We can behave. I'm sitting down, doing what you told me. Excuse me, but is Mr. Edgeworth anywhere on the premises? I'm here, sir, at the request of the chief, sir. I've got your report, sir. Meekins. According to Meekins, you didn't accept the report. Hard to believe. But your officer, he told me, he said that report had nothing to do with the Lana Sky incident. Detective Bruce Goodman murdered at the police department evidence room. Mr. Edgeworth, the victim's name is written right on the top of the report. Ugh. Why didn't your officer tell me? Honestly, I'm not sure if that officer was capable of making the connection. He did seem challenged. In any case, this is a serious error, a gross negligence worth the duty on your part, Worthy. But sir, you could have submitted that report this morning to the court as evidence. Then I... No such luck this time, Worthy, or should I say unworthy. He has shadows on the underside of his pecs. Pay attention the next time that you can see it. What? I like saying it because technically true, but also I know you're looking at specs now. It's great. Yeah, what was your second rule of evidence law? Well, Mr. Wright? Oh, well, it's, Rule 2. Unregistered evidence presented must be relevant to the case on trial. And how is this rule relevant? And normally you submit a list of evidence to be used in court before trial. This report wasn't on that list. The word box is in the way? I know, you gotta wait until the word box isn't there. When he pauses. Sir, what does this mean? I couldn't submit it until the connection was proven in court. The connection was just proven by Righto here. Good job, Righto, my boy. I was just doing my job. No. No! Phoenix Wright! It seems we've come to an end of this trial. I know that you're going through a tough time, Worthy, with all the rumors. You were even in the defendant's chair this past December. Get humiliated in front of your crush? Yeah, haha, get cucked in front of everyone. Apologize for this terrible lack of due diligence on my part. Mr. Edward, please, just give me one day. I'll get to the bottom of what happened. If it's the last thing I do. And you'd better get results this time, really. You have my profound apology, sir. Or Mr. Edgeworth. I don't think there's ever been an error this serious in the history of this court. I'll grant one further day if the prosecution has requested. Will that be sufficient, Mr. Edgeworth? Yes, Your Honor. Thank you. Whatever your punishment for this is, for your sake, I hope it's not decisive. Very well, course adjourned. Okay. We managed to survive a day without our victim, or our defendant, going to jail after literally pleading guilty. I feel like that makes us a pretty good attorney. February 23rd, 2:15 p.m. Right, go law offices. Mr. Wright, so what's going on with the case anyway? I'm a little confused. Well, let's see. The victim, Detective Bruce Goodman, was stabbed to death after 5 p.m. on the 21st. He died in the prosecutor's parking lot and the police department evidence room. What's this and the evidence room? The prosecutor's office and the department are 30 minutes apart by car. Well, that's what we're gonna find out, or try to at least. Alright, let's do it. Not she's in good spirits, but I'm not sure she's gonna be much help with this. Don't be so sure, Mr. Wright. Look, we're in this together, right? I'll prove that these thick-rimmed glasses of mine aren't just for show. Let's go, science awaits us, but they are, like, off-center, which is weird. Underground parking lot? I know I really don't think we should worry about the police department murder. There wasn't even a body found there, who cares? Yeah, it was our victim in their evidence room, no biggie. Besides, my sister would never do such a thing, I know it. The oil drum, was it empty? The oil drum kicked by the oil drum was brimming with water. Water? Was brimming with water. My sister erasing evidence of the crime scene? Never. Even though she says they don't get along, Emma really likes her sister. That's not it at all. It's just, we're both professionals at what we do and I trust her. Big words for a high school student. Well, whether there was blood on the floor or not, the water in that oil drum washed it all away. Ignore the strength of my science at your own peril, Mr. Wright. What's that grin for? Her glasses aren't even. This situation calls for one thing, and that's a luminol testing fluid. Luminol? Blood is sticky stuff, you know. You can't just wash it away with a little water. Even if you can't see it, it's still there. Wouldn't the police have done that? Never trust anyone's eyes but your own, Mr. Wright. Just give it a try. Why do I have to do it? I'm a minor. I can't even drink yet. We're testing blood stains, not drinking this. Here, look, I'll lend you the glasses. You have an extra pair? Oh my god, they're so red. To test for blood reaction, just spray the luminol. Like this. See? Press enter to spray it on. Okay, let's find us some bloodstains. Don't say like not the minor card as if you don't say I'm minor coded all the time. No guys, I can't do this. I'm minor coded. I can't get a boyfriend. A likely story. I'm literally neurodivergent and I'm minor. Genuinely. I can see her eyes shining behind those glasses. Yeah, but I'm coded. I can still get arrested. Okay. So this is a bloodstain? Uh-huh. It's so... Emma, you're shaking. It's just, this is my first time seeing real blood. Scientific investigation in action. Okay, well, we definitely know this is a bloodstain, but doesn't something strike you as odd? Scientifically speaking, of course? What's odd about this, scientifically? Girl, and you want to be a forensic? Well, I mean, it's the blood with her sister's murder, okay? Maybe this one's just a little too close to home. But what I will say is, there isn't a shoe print here. I'll say the amount of blood. The perpetrator and Detective Goodman fought here, right? Don't you think there'd be a little more blood? I definitely think so. I mean, look at the blood on the sole of the victim's shoe. It is pretty strange. If they fought here, there'd have to have been more blood than this. Hey, Mr. Wright, I'm gonna mark up the floor plans when we find bloodstain, okay? Okay. See, I'm pretty handy to have around, right? You really want to be my sidekick, don't you? Yeah, and this stuff's pretty handy too. I saved up all my allowance to buy that. Luminol testing food, find blood traces, spray to use. We can't be sure that the police will reveal all their evidence in court. Sometimes they'll fail to mention evidence that doesn't fit with their view on the case. Well, then let's drag that hidden evidence out into plain light. Yeah! It feels like we're really investigating crime now. I should give this a spray on anything suspicious. Ha! I wonder how that fluid of yours will react to a nice daily box. Miss Star? You only trust your own eyes. Not bad, you two. This day old daily box is on the house. Sorry, it's just that kind of lead-in doesn't
Can
really
I
get
please get a waffle?
Thank you, fan. Alright, today's trial. You certainly put me in a tight spot today. My apologies, Miss Star, but no, it's okay. It's my fault. Oh, we know. I witnessed everything from that security room, but I was afraid it wouldn't sound convincing enough, you see? I was wrong to think that. I'm sorry. Sorry, you lied on the witness stand. That's unforgivable. Little girl, don't forget what's important here. Even if the place I witnessed the events from was different, I still saw what I saw. I saw Chief Prosecutor Sky stab a man in cold blood, and that testimony still stands. I swear it on my honor as a detective. Well, she stabbed Goodman. You're not a detective, you are a lunch lady. I know this photograph has something important to tell us, but what? No. So you were a detective, weren't you, Miss Star? Yes. It was a long time ago, but 2 years. No matter how hardened the criminal, when they faced me, they coughed it up. Coughed it up? They confessed. They babbled like babies. You know? I may seem like a demon sometimes, but I can be an angel too. I wouldn't doubt it. Every day I drag the dirt out of the mouths of suspect after suspect. How long they called me the cough up queen. And I thought someone had gotten food poisoning from her lunches. And you were let go? Fired. I felt it was my dream job when I became an investigator. And if these prim and proper prosecutors hadn't let me go, I'd still be one today. It's all because of that case. The SL9 incident. Oh my god, she's relevant to SL9. Oh, this is DL6, but worse. SL9? She doesn't mean. Well, it's a good thing I'm not going to ask her. Heaven was a place on earth. Do you know what that's worth? Heaven was a place. So it's September or... Well, okay, so it's SL9, but SL6, I don't know if that meant it was in the summer. Or springtime. But I think SL9 is probably just another DL case or some shit like that. DL6 was on December? Aha! There's blood on the phone. This blood must be from when Lana... My sister isn't the murderer. But she did call you, didn't she? At the time of the crime? And her right hand is bandaged. Hey, just whose side are you on? Just nothing to do with taking sides. This means Lana's hand had blood on it. This just keeps getting worse. Okay, not on the ladder. Not on the door. On these. Any blood up here? Nope. Okay. God, that's very red. Hi, prosecutor's office. Hi, prosecutor's office. February 23rd. Prosecutor's office. Room 1202. Well, this place is as classy today as it was yesterday. And I'm sure it'll still be just as classy tomorrow, Emma. Incidentally, Edward's not here. I'm sure he's off doing important investigations. I hope that's what he's doing. I guess we'll have to come back. Or... No, wrong button. Okay, I thought it was gonna be the trophy. Nothing on the trophy. No, sir. Simply thought you'd have a lot of blood around here. Like, oh, thank you. Thank you, Fanatic. I believe I may have forgone this one. February 23rd, police department entrance. It's even busier here than it was yesterday. Smelling like chemicals. He always will, okay? His room smells like cleaning chemicals. He'll never be able to tell the difference because he Lysols everything because he's a clean freak, I guarantee. The detectives are running around there so fast they're blurring. I suppose it makes sense the detective did get killed here after all. The evidence from the scene of the crime. According to the pamphlet, we got the front desk. Here it is. Just like a kid in an amusement park. Oh, a real crime scene. Let's take a look. Any blood on this? Alright, no, there's no blood here. Alright, to the guard station, I guess? Gumshoe's allergic, and Gumshoe wasn't there. I was just hitting up the sign because I thought he would have hurt himself when he put it together. There is so much alcohol here. This is a police room. What's with the decor in this place? It's very eccentric. According to the pamphlet, this is a guard station for the evidence room. There is a trap set in front of the evidence room. Beyond that door is the evidence room, the scene of the crime. It sure seems that way. Oh! What's wrong? It's those cacti, they're so prickly, so imposing, it's hard to think. you can't handle the cacti, stay out of the desert. Boo. What I want to know is, if this is a guard station, where's the guard? I have a feeling I know who he is. Cacti's a little hot. Okay, there should be some amount of blood on this cacti. Yeah, there it is. I refuse to believe that someone didn't put their hand on the cacti and hurt themselves. We got a reaction. There's clearly blood around the spines. This room's pretty messy. Someone must have tripped over something and planted their head right on these spines. I think that might be more painful than being murdered. Got a good spray on everything. Look who's here. Okay, there's a video feed. There's a light blinking below the monitor. It says recording. I bet we could use this computer to check on who went in and out of there. There's a security guard uniform hanging here. Looks more like a costume. Leather jacket, leather pants, and a leather... What's that called? A punchy, a paunchy, a pinchy... Oh, a poochie. A pinche. Wait, maybe that wasn't it. It's a poncho. I think I'll keep that information to myself for the time being. A pussy? No, the ponchussy. Texas! Texas! Oh man, I know all about that place. I'm there now. This swinging door makes this place look like some kind of saloon. But look, it's nailed shut. You can't get in that way. Of course not. If you went in through here, the cactus would fall over. Ouch! I'd say it'd be more of a yarg myself. Texas. I love it here. Texas is so great. I love it. Look on the floor, a lasso. Looks like it's set up a trap or something. A trap here? Wait, I know. Someone was trying to catch a wild bull in here. The lasso missed. You have an active imagination. And not a scientific head in that thought in that head. The evidence room is behind that door. Let's just walk in. It won't open. You thought it'd be open? I think we need someone's permission to go in there first. Okay. I believe I have found everything. So back to the entrance. Go to criminal affairs. You'd expect an atom in that head, but no, it's a P. Dyed it blue. Oh, a little blue P. Just a marble rolling around in there. February 23rd, police station, criminal affairs. Wow, everyone looks deadly serious here. Well, there was a vicious murder of a police detective at the police department. Yeah, but the same detective was also killed at the same time in the prosecutor's lot. It makes my head hurt. It makes that marble really rattle in there. Well, first things first, let's go check out the police department crime scene. Yeah, you sound dead set on investigating. Don't mess up or we could wind up dead. I know anyone wants more mysteries or dead bodies around here right now. It doesn't look like anyone's help to help us much either. Anyone's going to help us much either. Okay. I'm going to use my new toy in this room. Alright, there's nothing in here. Detention center, police department entrance. Oh, detention center. Looks like Miss Sky is in questioning. I hope the detectives aren't yelling at her. How'd you kill him in two places at the same time? Can you imagine? How's she supposed to answer that? Wait a second. Did Mr. Gantz say they'd arrest a suspect in the police department murder? Look at his office as they should. It smells clean. Let's come back later. Alright, this is a prison detention center. How is it clean? No way. I don't believe it. Right, go to the offices. Nope, nothing. Fuck, it's so red, it kills my eyes. Alright. Oh, hello, Walmart people. Alright, I will be back in a minute. Ladies and gentlemen, enjoy keys. Fucking keys, exactly. I just really had to pee. All right, we're back. All right, what does she think we should do? Where should we begin? Well, isn't it obvious? We should begin with, you know, that thing. The mystery of the victim? I guess, how could one man, Detective Goodman, be killed in two places simultaneously? You see, we should go to the police department. The evidence room, was it? Oh, I'm not being very useful, am I? No, you're being very helpful. Back to the police department. The keys? I know, I had to take the keys away because we're playing a video game. Alright. What's the big red button over here? That's what I want to know. How would I get in there? Is there? That's an object? Wait, can I? Well, I didn't need to use this, but, back. I'm examining. Court record. Fuck, I want to use it. Can I not use the detective's ID on the fucking door? Evidence room is behind the door. I think we need someone's permission to go in there first. Is there something to use in here? A phone, a knife, a shoe, luminol. If I use this, does it still show all the shit that I had? Yes, okay. Gotta be something I missed. Yipes, those sure are prickly. They must be the real deal. I think just one big one would be sufficient. These cacti are a lot like my sister, actually. What? How so? Encased in a cold, rigid shell with spines pointing in every direction. Just like her. Just like her, literally. It's just her. I'm not sure I see the resemblance. It's more an attitude thing than a physical similarity. What? Okay, we got all this. Oh, there's the alcohol. Got those. Anything died within an hour and a half of 4 p.m. We got everywhere with the luminol. Move to the entrance, maybe? Look, that patrolman is saluting the other guy. Oh, no. You idiot. What were you thinking? Where's your head? Sir, that's right here, sir. I guess he wasn't saluting. Guess he was showing the detective where his head was. They make a good pair. Good for those two. Blue Badger's still writhing around. Let's give him the benefit of the doubt and say he's dancing. Speaking of dancing, the whole police department's been dancing around like crazy since yesterday. Can I take out his batteries? I just can't help but feel he's doing something naughty. What do you mean by that? The detectives in there look pretty busy. Just imagine right now it's a police drama. It's always the Mia ad. I'm curious what Mia ad she's talking about. I always get excited when I come to the police station. Yeah, it feels like I've been jumped into a movie. You know, with all the police and criminals? Well, I don't know if this is all that exciting. Sure it is. Look at those two officers over there. They're probably talking about the latest bust and sucking each other off. Oh yeah, I thought they were talking about the weather. And sucking each other off. The usual wanted posters are hanging up. You know his face. If you do, dial 911. You know, Mr. Wright, I've always thought it was kind of funny. I've never seen anyone who looked like the people in these posters. They hardly even look human. He has a point. Speaking of wanted, we had a guy come into my job and turn himself in. I don't know why he thought my job was the place to do that, but he came in, went to our front desk and said, I'd like to turn myself in. And we were like, to 911? And he just said, please call the police for me. I want to turn myself in. My boss calls the police and is like, hey, I got someone here turning himself in. They said, who is it? He got the guy's name, said it. They said, we will be there immediately. Came in a few minutes, took this guy away in cuffs. It's like, geez. And when he asked him, like, can I ask why you're turning yourself in? Not a question you should ask, but one that I can understand. She's like, why are you doing this? He said, I'm just tired of running. I'm just tired of running. It's like, fuck, I wish I knew his name so I could Google why he was being arrested. Mr. Wright, do you know why patrol cars are painted black and white? No idea why. Well, I think they're designed after a panda. Yeah, not that I have scientific proof. It's just a theory. You know what? Ask me how you came up with that. Is when I was in school trip and I saw a patrol car and it came to me. We just been to the zoo. What about zebras? Or did they not have those at your zoo? The banner, the crime fighting campaign. Nice slogan. I wonder if they'll be selling fingerprint sets. What family at home would want a set? Good for finding out who snuck into the cookie jar. Okay, we've got all of this. Okay. Move to the guard station, maybe? I have to be missing something here. Or maybe I'm not. Maybe I just didn't do enough back at the location. I talk to you? No. Maybe examine around? This rope, is it? Yep. This is about as red as a sports car can get. It's pretty red, alright. The body was found in the trunk, and the lock was broken. Question is, why did this guy choose his car? What model car is it? I think it's called a sedan or a coupe, something like that. Those are car types, Mr. Wright, not models. You're a guy, aren't you, Mr. Wright? You're supposed to know these things. Awfully sexist coming from a 16-year-old girl, but maybe it's about time I got my driver's license. That's where we found the note. At 221 SL9, the SL9 incident, a case that was due for transferal the day of the murder. And the detective that was in charge of the case was the victim. Wonder what kind of case it was. Kinda hard to guess just knowing the case number. A block, this is reserved for prosecutors. Defense attorneys are in D block. I dream of the day when I'll be able to park here. I'll go over to B block to buy my hamburgers for Mr. Wright. Come on. At least give me a few years. Okay, the oil drum. No time like the present. I'll try to kick it over myself. Hee-yah! That's okay. Don't cry. Oh, this guy must have been a strong woman. Okay, did I miss anything? Against the fence? B block is where visitors park. And Miss Star climbed over a 9-foot fence. No time to think. Like the present, I'll give it a try. Eek! Did she fall on the other side? It's okay, don't cry. Maybe there's a Lunchland Olympics team. Okay, I don't really see anything different here. Phone, let's see if it works. I can't hear anything. Oh, right, it's still broken, as it was whenever Lana tried to use it and it was broken. No, hold on. Maybe present her with... Oh, what do you think about this? The SL9 incident? It's written on that knife. And on that note. Goodman. Goodman was the head detective of that case, you know. Really? That knife was evidence from that case, the murder weapon. He was due for transferal the very day that Goodman was killed. He's always suspected. His SL9 isn't over, not yet. Do you think you could tell us more about the SL9 incident? Damn it. Present. Maybe the note? Maybe present a note? What do you think about this? The SL9 incident. It's written on the knife and the note. Well, do you think you could tell me more about this, please? He's always suspected. It isn't over, not yet. No? Boop, boop, boo-doo-doo-doo. Anything around here? That's Wendy, it's that... Trophy? You won a prestigious award, so why would he leave it on the couch? I think he'd want to show it off with the Steel Samurai. Then again, he's always been like that. I should write that down. Back in elementary school, he won all kinds of awards. Speech contests, essays, playing the flute, golf tournament. He plays the flute. He's a flautist. But he always hated receiving awards. He makes some smart remark like, I know the path I've walked. No one else needs to tell me. That's how he's always been. Kind of gets under your skin, doesn't it? Can I... Suminol. Oh, she wrote her name on the bottom. That's adorable. Someone used a marker to write their name on this. Emma Sky. Don't tell me you bring this with you everywhere you go. You never know where something might go down. What world do you think we live in? That is adorable. No, my mom said that I might lose it and someone might take it. Alright, can we look at the knife? Because there was this piece right up here that looks all like busted up and gross. Oh, I guess I know everything there is to know about this knife, even though it looks so greasy. Okay. Look at the shoe. This blood, it's my sister's. It appears so... Well, her hand was bandaged when I found her in jail. She must have cut herself at the time of the crime. Poor sis. There's blood here too, on the soul. It's gotta be the victim's. He must have stepped in a puddle of his own blood. All this blood, it's horrible. This blood might be an important clue. Okay. I think that's all the evidence. To the salon. No, not this. I would like to use this as a spray. I gotta be missing something. Fuck, this is making my eyes hurt so bad. There's not a thing for me to have missed. Fuck, nope, didn't miss anything. Alright, let's see what she thinks that we should do. Go back to Wright & Co., talk to her. Poor Mr. Edgeworth. I know you're going through a tough time, Worthy, with all those rumors. You were even in the defendant's chair in December. There was that business with him not reading the report, and about the killing at the department. The chief of police was right about that, but I can't help but think someone at the police department doesn't like Edgeworth. Someone at the police department. Detention center. Okay, nobody's here. They're clearly pointing me to the police department. No matter where I go. It's definitely not Gumshoe. Of course, Gumshoe loves him. Fuck. Okay, hold on. Just in case I did miss something. I did. Okay. I did miss something. I kept a safety list just in case I got stuck by not seeing something, and I didn't think to show her her own photo. If you think about it, I could have taken that picture from the gag room. But even I get flustered sometimes. So you went straight to the scene of the crime? I rushed toward the chain link fence at the effort to stop the murder. That's when I took this photo, yes. In other words, 5 minutes after the crime? Those 5 minutes are the whole problem. The hole in my testimony, as it were. 5 minutes weren't the problem, Mr. You lying was the problem. Listen, little girl. I've had my testimony disregarded before, and I wasn't gonna have it disregarded again. Just like that time. That time... SL9. That incident really opened up my eyes to the truth. We're nothing to them disposable. Disposable to who? 2 years ago, it was the biggest case I'd ever handled. Oh, which is where Marshall comes in, I see. The police and the prosecutors were desperate for decisive evidence. So they didn't solve it? On the contrary, it was solved quite cleanly. The criminal was caught and executed. Executed? Yes, the criminal got what was coming to him. It doesn't get any cleaner than that. The only problem was, they never did find decisive evidence, not a shred. But the criminal was executed on the basis of evidence of the sort, made up evidence. What? You mean they executed someone with fabricated evidence? The base pack came several months after the trial. Every detective involved with the case was dealt with. They were demoted to patrolmen. Others found themselves out of a job. And you were one of those? Myself and one other person you know well. But it's Marshall. It's fucking Marshall. Exactly. Detective Jake Marshall. Oops, I mean Police Department Security Detail Officer Jake Marshall. He's professional detectives. We investigated that case from every angle. Jake was particularly determined. Then it was over, and he was demoted. However, he hasn't forgotten, and neither have they. You haven't forgotten SL9? There was another side of the case, a hidden side. It's what we have to know. And no one up with their fancy offices can stop us. So they're going to purposefully facilitate this murder trial so that they can get back at them for getting fired. Wait, those lunches you sell. There's only one reason to come sell lunches this in case at office. I come here to meet old boyfriends. Old friends, boyfriends that I can help investigate. Old boyfriends, how many does she have? Just when all the detectives on SL9 have disappeared, we find new evidence. There has to be a connection. So, rookie? What? It seems like you're serious about investigating this case. Yes? Then you should take this. A Salisbury steak lunch? I know a certain guy who can help you if you tempt him with this treat. Okay, excellent for putting Officer Marshall in a good mood. Mr. R, Officer Marshall, is he, are you his, going out? What do you want to know? Sounds like Conesburg. I was wondering what happened to him. A long time ago when he was helping my sister do cases, he was so nice. We got along so well with my sister, it made me jealous. I wanted Officer Marshall. And he was nice to me too back then. This would be when Officer Marshall was a detective. But now he's so cold. Heartless. Jake and I immediately cooperating on this investigation. We put in the past to rest as it were. Nothing more than that. I see. Thank you, Officer Jake Marshall. Time to go to the guard post. Alright, this place is charged with frantic energy. Please, wasn't that one steak lunch, please? Oh, it's you. Detective Gumshoe. It's no time for chit-chat, pal. I'm a busy man. What I really need is a steak lunch for lunch lag. Oh, you mean one of these? Actually, it's not for sale. I think I just heard the sound of his heart breaking. Look at this little puppy man. Now's no time for despair. We've got a criminal. Now we just need evidence. The criminal? You mean you heard about the stabbing at the police department? Right, pal? On the same day, a detective was killed in the prosecutor's parking lot. Another detective was killed in the police department. Give him the steak? No, I need to use it to bribe Marshall. And the perpetrator? Do you have a suspect? Well, there's a suspect. Just arrested him, in fact. It's the biggest scandal to hit the station in ages. Everything's topsy-turvy. He was first? Yes, and I'll suck him off later, but for right now, I need to talk to Marshall. But Detective Gumshoe, who was it? Listen, pal, all I know is I need me a steak lunch pronto. Staying around here isn't gonna fill my belly. Wait, don't leave. If you want to know more, come down to the detention center, pal. Questioning should be over, so I figured he's down here having a good cry. Later! Later? He ran off to the evidence room. Well, this investigation is off to a running start. He disintegrated. He simply disappeared. Where's Marshall? Where's Marshall? Just like for Kia, how many more? As many as it takes. That is always my answer. Dead. Detention center? Visitor's room at the detention center. Still, I do feel better about things a little. I mean, they caught the person who stabbed Detective Goodman, didn't they? I guess they did? It's going to be her sister again. Best to not go too far down the road right now. Things will just get confusing. Whee! Whee! What was that? Sir, that's what I'm saying. Me, a perpetrator? I'd say I was perpetrated against, sir. That's what I'd say. No! Greetings, sir. Wait, I know you. Meekins! Excuse me, but is Mr. Richard anywhere on the premise? I'm here at the request of the chief, sir. I've got a report. Officer Meekins, so you're a guard here at the detention center? No, sir, I'm not, sir. I'm a little lost patrolman, like a little lost lamb, sir. Oh, I get it. You're here to deliver a report. No, sir, how should I say this? He isn't, is he? You, Officer Meekins, you didn't, did you? Perpetrator, Officer Meekins reporting, sir. What? Now this is an unexpected turn of events. Alright, the day of the crime. Sir, I'm a patrolman with General Affairs, sir. Sir! I can hear you fine, Officer Meekins. I had some business that day, sir, so I went to the evidence room. The guard station for the room was empty, sir. So normally there's a guard at the evidence room. That's right, sir, because the evidence is kept in the evidence room, sir. No security officer, no one other than Officer Marshall, sir. Marshall? Then, sir, I happened to glance at the monitor. That's when I saw him, sir. Oh, the suspicious person in the evidence room. The suspicious person, sir. The suspicious person, yeah. Oh, God, that was rough. What is he doing? So what happened? After that, sir, everything went white. I saw red, I blacked out. And when I came to, I was here in the detention center. Sir. How long were you out? Days? Might I ask, what happened to your hand? Sir, there was no one to bandage me, sir. So I didn't what I could to wrap it up, sir. His left hand is bandaged. Just like Miss Sky. Yet another similarity between this case and the other. First things first, tell us how you hurt your hand. Wait, the cactus? It could be the cactus. Victim. I don't mean to pry, but you are the perpetrator, correct? You killed Detective Bruce Goodman in the evidence room, right? Sir, please don't look at me with those sad puppy dog eyes, sir. If you labeled me as a perpetrator or victim, sir, then label me a victim. I would, but you happen to be in detention and alive. Yes, well, they say that's true, sir. I suppose you could say that. Did you know the victim Goodman? Well, sir, if I had to label him as a stranger, or a total stranger, then I'd say he leans heavily on the total stranger side. So you didn't know him? Sir, I work in a tiny department, devoid of light or other creature comforts. He works in a room with no lights. Well, I don't know any detectives. So if he was a total stranger, why did you stab him? Sir, I had no intention of killing him, sir, none. Nor do I have any recollection of killing him, sir. He's a jelly dog. At least someone around here is more confused than me. Bandaged hand. About your hand, did that happen during the course of the crime? Well, you see, sir, don't you think you should just confess? But, sir, but there's nothing I can do. Nothing you could do? Sir, to tell the truth, sir, what happened? When the detective pointed that knife at me, sir, I just hollered, sir. The next thing I knew, I was unconscious. The next thing you knew, you were, huh? Then, when I opened my eyes, I was alone in the evidence room, sir, all alone. Alone because Detective Goodman disappeared. What? When I looked down, I was gushing blood from my hand, sir. Oh, the shock. Oh, the sorrow, sir. Can you imagine how I felt? The victim's body disappeared? That's some story. Let's present him the knife. Officer Meekins, this is for you. I'm scared of knives, sir. It's okay, I just wanted you to take a look at it. That's it, sir. Last night, sir, that's the one. I was an apple, sir, in my dream, sir, and I was being peeled. What? He was an apple in a dream and was being peeled. On second thought, don't look at a knife. He's overreacting to the knife, but I guess he's been through a lot. Do these shoes look familiar? Could you take a look at this? Oh, I'm sorry, sir. I have no idea what that is. Maybe you should ask Mr. Edgeworth. Okay, he's passing the buck. It's a special kind of man to pass the buck to Edgeworth. So, nothing to do with that. No phone. What? Edgeworth's knife. This is for you. Oh, I'm scared of knives, sir. Okay. Is this knife speech? No knives. What do you think about Blue Badger? Could you take a look at this? Okay, yeah, he's passing the buck to Edgeworth. I don't think I'm gonna get too much out of talking to him anymore. Maybe try to get a read on SL9. Okay, no, he doesn't know anything about that either. I was an apple and I was being peeled. Alright, let's try going to criminal affairs. Nothing here. Go police department entrance. Go to the guard station. So he still isn't here at this point. Let's go back. The detention didn't feel super wrapped up, so I'm gonna go back to the detention center. Detention center. Okay. Nothing to talk about. Presenting. Let's take a look at this. He doesn't know. You know what? I haven't had an opportunity. What do you think about me being an attorney? Go ahead, sir. Laugh at me, sir. I know what you want to say. You're gonna tell me how she has one just like it. Why would I? Oh, I know, sir. I know. I'm the only one without a girl with matching badges. Nowhere. I'm alone. All alone. Is that so right? You know what? I am also without a girl with matching badges. Life isn't all about high school sweethearts and youthful romance, sir. She's a minor, though? Yeah, she's like 6 years apart from me. Don't... Not that. Talking about the badges on her coat. I'd like to think there's a difference between my badge and a fashion accessory. What do you think about this? Okay. What about this? No, he doesn't know anything about the autopsy report. Doesn't know anything about these. The phone? No, nothing about the phone either. The picture? Actually, I could see picture being useful. Hey, why do you have that? That's from the day it was taken at the prosecutor's office. The day that Detective Goodman's body was found in the trunk. So this means I'm a free man, innocent. If this is a dream, sir, then I hope I never wake up. If this is a dream, you'd better wake up right now. What do you think about this? Can you take a look at this? No, he cannot take a look at this. What about the food? Can I taunt him? No, I cannot taunt him with a food. Okay, that should be everything with him. For criminal affairs. Into police entrance. Position. A food that's surely for Gumshoe? Oh, yeah, I'm sure. The first person I think of whenever I think about this food. Hold on, is there anything going on with this food? Wow, my mouth is watering. I can almost hear the sound of steak frying on the grill. No doubt it's cold and tough. No, I'm sure it's delicious. Miss Star poured her heart into making this, as long as she didn't put any other organs in there. Let's see. Ingredients: meat. She must mean beef. She probably just wrote it generically. Yeah, let's hope so. Of course, as a scientist, I have to check what additive she used. Go to town. It says here hours of sweat and labor. So that's why the sauce is so salty. This is a weird place. Oh no, it has a maximum speed. I can't go super fast with it. All right. Yum 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 yum. All right. Anyways. Robots. Meekins. Suspected of the death in the evidence room. Where was Meekins at? How do I fucking... Is it criminal affairs in the detention center? Knife jump scare, Meekins. Scared of knife, sir. I was an apple, sir, in my dream. Alright, knife jump scare. Do you think you could take a look at this? Hey, that's it, sir. That's it, that's it. That's what? My head was blank until this very moment. But, sir, I remember, sir. You remember what happened? Correct. That card was cause of all of it. This ID card? Exactly, sir. That's exactly it. Nothing can be more exact, sir. Nothing. I better pry this one a little deeper. Crime details. Can you tell me what it is you remember? Well, sir, you might say I'm a little lost little patrolman, a lost little lamb. I didn't know Mr. Detective Goodman, who's in the evidence room. And that's why you thought he looked suspicious? Sir, I entered the evidence room and asked him to show me his ID. That sounds pretty much by the book so far. That's right, sir. That's what I've been trying to tell you. So you asked Detective Goodman to show his ID, then what? What's the thing? Suddenly he wanted a knife at me. Ooh? I assure you, I was as flustered as you are right now. So I whooped him and leapt at him. Detective Goodman pointed a knife at him? Do unto others before they do unto you. My father's words. I'm not sure that's how the saying goes, but okay. What happened? Well, sir, everything went white. When I woke, I was here. Right. So, Officer Meekins, why was it they arrested you? What do you mean, Emma? Well, let's look at what we know. Now, Officer Meekins didn't know Detective Goodman, and the victim whom he met at the scene of the crime didn't show his ID card. In other words, we have no way of knowing if the victim was really the victim. We just have a corpse. And if his body just disappeared from the room, we don't even know if anyone actually died. That's it, sir. That's what I wanted to say. That is, I did say something along those lines. Huh? But you still ended up here? They told me it had to be him. On that day at that time. Detective Goodman was definitely in the evidence room. That's what they said. But you don't remember the events clearly? No, but the videotape's quite clear. Videotape? From the security camera. The crime, my crime, the crime I swore to stamp out is there. It's me on tape. And you waited until now to tell us? I'm sorry, really sorry, sir. I'll hand over my badge. I don't deserve it. I have my own. I guess we better go check out the crime scene. All right, to the crime scene. To the salon. Hey, Mr. Wright. Look who's standing at the chief detective's desk. It's Gant. And you're sure of all this, You know what it means if there's anything missing. Sir, I'm sure it's most likely totally perfect. We checked all of his drawers, lockers, garbage cans, bags, under his seat cushion, behind his computer monitor, inside his personal coffee machine. I see. Well, if anything does turn up, you call me right away, Neil. Yes, sir. We'll scour the place again, sir. The chief of detectives is flustered. Right, oh my boy. How you been? Swim much? Oh ho ho, Chief Grant reporting for duty, sir. Why are you saluting him? He has a very haunting theme when you talk to him. Is Edgeworth gonna be okay? Oh, where are the? Oh, you little. They're doing a little inquiry committee with him. Sounds like an inquisition. Yeah, well, they've no end of trouble with the boy since last year. You mean the incident on Gourd Lake? It doesn't look good having a top prosecutor sitting in the dependency, does it? And you got someone else found guilty in that case too, right, Hope? I do remember Von Karma. Legend, he was undefeated in his 40-year career. But in court, you fixed it like he was caught for forging evidence. I didn't do anything wrong. He did forge evidence. Okay, he did forge evidence, and he murdered a man. In any case, the prosecutor's office is in a bit of turmoil, you might say. Why, they just about anything to restore their reputation. Now, depending on what that inquiry committee decides, it could be bad for Worthy. What? It's downright odd, I tell you, the detective getting killed on their own turf too, I mean? They're being the prosecutors, I'm assuming? Scientifically speaking, it's impossible. Yeah, but that's what the evidence is saying. Couldn't we stabbed in 2 locations at the same time, that's what it says. What evidence? Now, Righto, I can't give away all their secrets just like that. And this in particular, well, it's a little sensitive and I can't talk about it. Well, I wasn't expecting much anyway. You know, one thing I hate most of all is hiding stuff secrets. Can't stand them. Well, you know, his full-time job is keeping the chief of detectives trap shut. He was the one you were picking on earlier. You saw that? Whoops! I wonder what it was that chief of detectives, what he wanted the chief of detectives to do. Let's see if we can ask him. We can kind of discreetly ask him. Examine the chief of detectives? Sorry you had to see that. What exactly did the chief of police want you to do? Well, see over there, that's Goodman's desk. He wanted me to check it for anything that might be a clue. Took away every last piece of garbage in the trash can. Nothing belonging to Detective Goodman still here? Well, of course not. Well, except for this. What, you kept something? Sure, why not? It's not important, you didn't even finish writing it. It's a lost item report, but it's only half complete. A lost item? Did Detective Goodman lose something? The date on this is February 21. Better make note of that just in case. February 21. Well, that happens to be with the knife. A half-written document dated 2/21. See, it is relevant. I should really get back to investigating the police department crime scene. Alright, lost item report 2/21. Date lost 2/21. Bruce Goodman 5/8. So that's it. So we only know about that part of it. We just know that he was filing a report on 2/21. Present. I'm a good noodle, look at me. Could you take a look at this? Sorry, Righto. I'm thorough with that stuff, though, I say. Go find the guy who can't seem to sit still out there, the busy one. Who can't? Oh, he means Cumsock. Either him or the Dancing Blue Badger. The entrance and guard station? No, okay. I do not think I'm done in criminal affairs yet. Castlevania? It is giving Castlevania. It's serving cunt. Am I detecting cunt here? Usually this. I'm thorough. Gotta find the guy who can't sit still. Okay, not him yet. Okay, not sauce for a steak. I'm going through all of this shit. I'm making sure I don't miss shit. Shoot. I've done the phone, I've done that. I need to autopsy report. I think I've done the parking stub. His badge? No. Oh, but wait, what about my detective, my attorney's badge? Oh no, he doesn't care that I'm an attorney. Alright. Anything else for me to examine in here? These are their desks. Guess detectives don't spend a lot of time here. The man up there. The blue badger. Seems a little changed from the one outside. Well, the dancing blue badger, TM, is still under development, you see. You have it trademarked? Absolutely, it's cutting edge stuff. Very now. I showed this little doll here to my daughter and she burst into tears. Don't show her the moving mock-up outside, you'll give her nightmares. I've already sprayed this place down. That I have. Move. Okay, we're already way through this one. Okay, not here. Did I miss something with Gant? I did. I talked to the bald man and then didn't talk to him again. Fuck, I keep making the same mistake. I was wondering if I could ask you a favor. Well, I never thought the day would come when Righto asked me for help. Twins me genuinely. I was wondering if we could investigate the evidence room? Now, Righto. Actually, I'm sorry. I don't need to investigate after all. Righto, please. Do I look like a selfish man? Heck, if anyone asks me, sir, can I borrow $50? I give him $50, no problemo. Go ahead, investigate that room to your heart's content. Knock yourself out. Just goes to show you, never know until you ask. And for you, you can borrow this. Hey, this is the detective's ID card, isn't it? That's a special card for guests, don't lose it. Yes, sir, it's an honor. You better run along now. Later, folks. Looks pretty cool on my lapel, doesn't it? Just think, a real ID. You seem happy. Yes, sir, because, sir, we get to go into the evidence room now. I think this place is a bad influence. You are a child and not ready for this. Now, explain to me why he's not here. Well, we're definitely supposed to be here. The evidence room is beyond that door. I thought Marshall was gonna be here and like, stop, you violated the law. And we have the ID card from Grant. Let's walk in. It won't open. Oh, the card reader's turned off. What's the security guard thinking? Got partners? Well, what's made my Bambina sky so gray? Fucking Marshall. Why does it have to be him? Why does it have to be him look for? As you may have surmised, This here's my saloon. We're here to investigate the crime scene. Yeehaw, that card you got there on your chest. Better than a sheriff's badge in these parts. If he's actually bald down there. No, there's no way he's bald under all there. Maybe he is. Yeehaw. Well, what are you standing there for? Get along, little dog. This crime scene's awaiting. All right, the crime is on. The card is on. While we're here, I was wondering if we could ask you some questions. All right, cowboy, but I got no mind to tangle with you, hombres. You're busy? Then, did I say that? I only said I didn't wish to speak with you. You said you had no mind to tangle with us hombres? I'm not really sure what that word is. Okay. Wants to meet? That smell reminds me of Texas. Officer Marshall, you're from Texas? No, I just saw a special on television the other day. Is this from my baby? Yeah, Miss Starr? What's this? Wait, what's wrong? A filet steak lunch. I see, I see. I don't see. I wonder what it means. Steak lunch given. Alright, Bambina, you win. Ask anything, smack. Well, it seems like he's willing to talk. Alright. Talk. The guard station. Officer Marshall, you're in charge of security for the evidence room, right? You got good eyes, partner. It's an easy job, and I'm grateful. Actually, Officer Meekins at the detention center told us, that poor little dogger. Poor guy, I keep getting his name wrong, calling him Meekly. He told us something. He said that when the stabbing occurred, you weren't at your station. Well, maybe I shouldn't be telling you this, but since I got demoted from detective 2 years ago, you might not look it, but I lost my fire for the job, you know? So, what were you doing around 5:15 when the murder took place? Well, I reckon I was galloping down the highway on the back of my steed, Zippy. Note, he was riding down the highway on his horse named Zippy. There's no need for people here anyhow. These newfangled machines do a bang-up job of keeping an eye on the place. The security cameras? I don't take much to machines. Kind of like stewed broccoli. They sneak in next to your steak. Miss Starr told us something. She said that you were a detective until 2 years ago? It's always my dream to be a rawhide wrangler on the scene of a crime. It's all gone now, like a drinking hole in a prairie fire. You're still investigating the SL9 incident with Miss Starr, aren't you? There's my case. It was solved on the record books, but it smells like a bad game of poker. I can't let it go. That's all there is to it. What kind of case was it anyway? We've heard the name so many times, but no one tells us what actually happened. There are some things you're better off not knowing, Bambina. Anyway, that case is officially dead as of 2 days ago. 2 days ago? The day of our case? That's right. The evidence transferals. Edgeworth was talking about the transferals too. I know what maybe 2 of the machines in here do. Only 2 of them? The coffee machine and the fucking machine. Both of them well used. There must be dozens. Like I said, Bambina, me and machines, well, I like them much as I like stewed cauliflower with my steaks. Yeah. You don't like stewed cruciferous vegetables, I get it. The easiest ones to understand are these security cameras. Those are the ones that Officer Meekins mentioned. If nothing happens, the tapes are automatically erased every few hours. And Officer Meekins and Detective Goodman, are they on one of those tapes? Well, they were erased after a few hours, so it's been more than a few hours, no. You're the security guard, and you reckon? One more thing. When you go into the evidence room, you need an ID card. Thus, the card reader by the door? Card reader leaves a record of every ID that passes through. Okay, so 514, 58, 42189 is Goodman. So 420, 440, 450 are all suspects. And there's one that's immediately after him? Hey, I've seen that somewhere before. Sorry, Bambina, can't show you more than that. Huh? I haven't heard whether this is related to the case yet. Mr. Wright, I saw a number on that record just now. I've seen it somewhere before. Maybe there's some way I can prove that record is tied to stabbing? Sorry, but could you explain about the transferal thing? They only keep evidence from solved cases in this room. They're kept here under presiding detective supervision for 2 years, so we can reinvestigate if it turns out there's a mistake. So what happens after that? Goes to sleep forever in the underground vault of the sheriff's department. That's what we call transferal. We do it every February. I see now. Transferal is like a funeral for all cases. 2 years after a case is solved, it's closed forever, dead. A cold case. Never to be reopened, never to be reinvestigated. Wait, so a cold case older than 2 years will never be solved. I don't know if I enjoy that. That happened 2 days ago. All right, may I go into the evidence room now? Ooh. February 23rd, evidence room, sector 3. It's quiet. Too quiet. The investigation must be over here. 15 years. But it went cold? Nah, I don't know. That shit should have been solved. Or at least it was solved? Yeah. That bitch was solved. Shouldn't have ever been resolved. So this is the evidence room. It really is like a graveyard. Graveyards are supposed to have grass and trees. This feels more like a morgue. It technically went cold? Did it go cold? Well, hold on, because there's... So Miles Edgeworth... No, it was thrown onto the security guard, and then they just called it a day. So it was technically solved. It was just not right. It was incorrect. Nice try, Mr. Wright. You can't scare me. Eek! Whoa! Did he punch me? The fuck? Sorry, I thought you were a ghost. I wouldn't recommend going around smacking ghosts on the head, pal. So it is true what I heard. Rado, please, do I look like a selfish man? Hey, if anyone asks me to borrow, sir, can I borrow $50 and give them $50? No problem. So go on ahead, investigate that room to your heart's desire. Punched us with his cock, that is improbable. Down, boy. Yeah, it's true. So chief of police guy. Will loan anyone $50, even me. That's what you were interested in? Actually, I was put in charge of the investigation for today. Just for today? Hey, boss for a day. But guess what? You got permission from chief, so now you're boss for a day. Gee, thanks. First out, you want to have this. Evidence room floor plans. Electric slide. Ah, okay. What's the saw and paint doing? Yeah, since the dawn of time, true art has always been a war against oppression. True art? I noticed there's blue and yellow paint here. Perhaps we're witnessing the birthplace of the Blue Badger. What? What is fucking Gumshoe based as shit? From the beginning of time, true art really is fighting the oppression class as from the proletarian. Well, you might say this is my studio. Here in the evidence room? There's a handprint. What's this? Blood? It's a little worn, but there's definitely a handprint here. It looks like someone tried to wipe it off. Mr. Wright, what if there are other bloodstains in the room? Oh, yeah. Always based true. Based true and pog pilled. Lot of blood. That must have been one massive pool of blood. Never seen anything like it. Not a professional. What's your opinion, detective? Pale blue blood. Maybe Detective Goodman was actually an alien. This proves something really happened in front of the locker. I'll make a note of it on the floor plans. Hey, if you don't want my opinion, you shouldn't have asked. Okay, we got the handprint. I knew it. This is someone's right handprint. A right handprint like Lana. What? What's the matter, detective? In this locker, it's mine. It's yours? Please, you have to help me. When they come to take me away, promise you'll testify that I wouldn't harm a fly. You'll do that for me, won't you, pals? This is an important clue. I'll jot it down on the floor plans later. I'm counting on you guys. Believe me, you can't trust the police. Believe me, you cannot trust the cops. Like I always said, all cops are bastards. What? But you're a detective. Yeah, not a fucking cop. Gumshoe base as shit. Slide left. Okay, should be. So, Detective Gumshoe, your boss for the day? That's right, it's an honor. After all, the murder took place right here in the police department. But if you're boss, why are you all alone? Where are your underlings? They're using yesterday's findings to prepare for tomorrow's trial. You got kicked out of the investigation again. Oh, I'm adamant though. I'm gonna take control and put this case to rest. In my own evidence locker, pal. You have a locker in here too, Detective Gumshoe? Of course. I'm a detective. They gave me a locker that only I can open. Only you can open? I'll always believe in Mr. Edgeworth, no matter what happens. So, Mr. Edgeworth is with the inquiry committee now, right? You're trying to figure out who's responsible for the mess up in the court today. I see. I guess this is what you call fate. Mr. Edgeworth just can't get away from that case. That case? Yeah, that case. The SO9 incident. Oh my god, why does Edgeworth have a connection to this too? It was the beginning of the end for Mr. Edgeworth. Maybe we can get him to tell us more. This place is more high-tech than you might think. Every locker's fixed, only one detective can open it. Using their ID card? Well, that's the thing, pal. ID cards can be lost while I'm on my third card since entering the force. That sounds like a lot. Yeah, but I can't lose my own right hand. Right hand? Oh, you mean your fingerprint? Exactly, pal. The lock for each locker is coated with the fingerprint. So only the locker we can open is our own. Who is that? Funny. They look like normal lockers. Yeah, these are the latest model. There's a trick to the handles. The handles? On the other side of the handle is a sensor, and if the wrong person touches it, you get a shock. If that's what happened, my hand would be black and smoking every day. In any case, the locks aren't that obvious. There are even some people on the force who don't know about them. Wait, if we have them unbandage their hands, do you think perhaps that Meekin's left hand is actually charred, not bloody? Because it was a bloody right hand and it was his left hand. That would be my guess. And do I want to present any of this to him? I'm kind of curious. What is this? We have blood here. We have blood here. What does he think about this? Allow me to say one thing, speaking as a detective. I see a piece of evidence I know nothing about. I say nothing. Nothing. Alright, that's fine. You bet it's fine, pal. Interesting. I don't know what I'm supposed to do with that one. Slide over here real quick. Did we examine everything? No. In fact, very little. This one's open and the red indicator lights above the door. That locker's to go to Detective Goodman's fingerprint. Detective Goodman's? Are you sure it's okay to leave it open like that? Well, it'd be hard to get it to open again if we closed it. It's empty. They must have taken the contents elsewhere. I mean, it everywhere? Yeah. Okay, what's up with the gloves? Ooh, this is also SL9. Someone left a glove here, but only one. And it's a left-hand glove? Detective Gumshoe? There you go, pal, making me out to be some absent-minded detective. That's evidence from the case, you know. Sorry, I just fell asleep. Don't worry, we're about to end either way, but that's okay, fam. I enjoyed having you along for the ride. You mean you're so comfortable with this stream that you really can't just fall asleep to it? I'm flattered. Rubber glove added. You woke up with Gumshoe. At least you woke up. Even a Bravo doesn't do that. Wow, someone must have broken something big to make all these pieces. Detective Gumshoe, perhaps? There you go, pal, making me out to be a hooligan. That's apparently from the case. Don't call me out like that. No, I think it's hilarious and adorable that you fall asleep to my soothing voice. This Yuri sexy as gee. The case? You show 9 in pal. You a sticker? Another piece of SL9 evidence. Let's take a closer look. I wonder what shape these pieces were before it broke. We'll try to put it back together. I would love to do a puzzle right now. Good luck, pal. That's no job for amateurs. I spent a good 3 hours on it before I gave up. That's why I always carry around a tube of glue. Well, this piece looks like the bottom. Let's try putting it back in place. Oh, fuck. It's no use. These pieces just don't add up to anything. Maybe some of the pieces are missing. Let's try to put it together as many pieces as we can. We'll give it another shot later. No, I want to do it now. All right. Yes. Let's put it all together. Take a closer look. Okay. So, oh, okay. I understand now. No, so that does not. Okay, so I just have to find something that's going to line up with that specifically, which shouldn't be too bad. This looks like it. Yep. No, what about you? Oh, okay, I understand. You're gonna be like this at the top. Not quite you yet. You should be going like this. You look like you're gonna be going like this. You look like you're gonna be here. Okay, looks like a handle here. No, you do not add up. Okay, that's where you go. Thank you. Second too late. Just a little bit. You go there. This. Oh, is this you? No. Is it? No. Oh, it's 100% you. Oh, this is a very thin piece on top. Hold on, is it? Shouldn't be you. I don't think it's you either. Let's try rotating you around. No. There it is. That's what I was looking for. You go right there. Okay, there we go. So we are missing a piece of it. Huh? Well, I think we did it, but some of the pieces are missing. Yeah, I got that far too in 2 minutes myself. The problem's finishing it. I'm sure. Were some pieces stolen? I bet they were missing to begin with. Still, this doesn't look like the most stable kind of jar. I kind of understand how it got broken. Unstable jar added to my court records. All right, we have found a good place to go ahead and end up tonight. All right, we'll call it there for this evening. Fair. All right, I appreciate everybody hanging out with me. I'll give you a layout of this week coming up. So we have... You're so sleepy, you go to bed, silly. All right, Tuesday we have Like a Dragon Ishin playing Japanese men in an old-timey game. Gonna be very fun. Thursday we have more art and Minecraft. We're gonna be finishing up some pieces. And Saturday and Sunday we'll be playing more Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. I hope you all have an amazing night. I have appreciated you all being here. You have been an amazing chat, and I have been your amazing streamer. Have a good night, everyone. Bye-bye.